routinely. Things common to their areas of expertise, I expect to see them operate in an efficient way. Certain things that are within our control, like pre-snap penalties, pre-snap cleanliness on offense, shifts and motions, management of play clocks. On defense, balls ready, so are we, not being offsides, pre-snap things, things that are firmly within our control, I expect to see at a high level. I expect to see displays of knowledge relative to situational football and corresponding behavior. I expect to see us move in and out of appropriate personnel groups in those moments. I expect us to be chain or line to gain aware, whether it's red zone or possession downs. Things that we've really been focused on this week and transitioned to in a big way this week leading up to this game. I expect to see those things executed in stadium. And lastly, how we transition from unit to unit. It was very difficult to simulate that in practice, moving from offense to special teams to defense, from defense to special teams to offense. And so those transitional things, moving groups on and off the field in a coordinated way while at the same time managing adjustments. Can a receiver who's on punt team get the corrections necessary without jeopardizing his responsibilities in special teams? Can a defender, make adjustments on defense, but at the same time be ready to run out on punt team and be locked in, not only with the adjustments being made, but be in tune with what's going on in game as fourth down approaches and he plays right guard on punt team. And so it's just a lot of operational things that really capture your attention that might not be interesting to the viewer. But when your slip is showing, man, it's very significant.
There have been some NFL coaches who haven't played their starting quarterback at all over the course of the entire preseason. Would you ever consider that?
You might be looking at one in 2025. Hey, this guy's been doing this for 21 years. His cumulative snap total and what's required for him to be ready to play is different than others. And so if I'm not adaptable and open to adjustments relative to the needs of our guys, then I'm not doing my job. And so you might be looking at one of those coaches in 2025.
That's the Mike Tomlin Show, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Bob Labriola. Rob King, Max Starks, and Ramon Foster are next as we count down to kickoff. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The Mike Tomlin Show was brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. Joe, it's commonly known that NSS Life has a wide range of insurance products and high-yielding annuities that are among the industry's best.
You're right, Bill. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Protecting and providing for your family. That's NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Calusi Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey, bro. Weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me."
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
With nearly 900 physicians and 7,300 employees, we are the third largest health system in Western Pennsylvania. We've earned top honors for the quality of our care, including recognition from U.S. News and World Report and Health Grade. We are Independence Health System, comprising Butler, Clarion, Frick, Latrobe, and Westmoreland hospitals. And we're changing the landscape of healthcare in our region by providing low-cost, high-quality care through superb clinical expertise and the latest technology. Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Discover uncompromising quality at a reliable price with Giant Eagle in Market District. Look for signs throughout the store highlighting lower prices. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle. Experience value like never before. Visit Giant Eagle today to see how easy it is to save.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
You win every time you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. The team there is your first line of defense to help you save time and money with their powerful fleet of delivery trucks. And their new showroom is now open. Score big with Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and more. They've got everything you need under one roof to get you to the red zone. Check them out online at CGRWholesaleRoofing.com.
Cam Hayward here. I want to show you my Laurel Highlands. Want to score a big win? Plan a getaway to the Laurel Highlands, a preferred vacation destination of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Watch us put in the work at training camp, then hit the trails, ride the rapids, or explore underground caves. Feeling thirsty? The Laurel Highlands Pour Tour has over 60 craft beverage stops. Got Steeler tickets? Make a weekend with a stay in a treehouse, cabin, or resort. Just a quick drive from the Burg. Book now at GoLaurelHighlands.com.
Enjoy awesome deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. 2 awesome hours, 5 awesome favorites at discount prices, including our soup, salad, bread, nacho, and dessert bar for only $8.99. $10.99 whitefish, $11.99 soft chicken, and sirloin tips and more. And for our lunch diners, we also have another awesome deal. Get our soup, salad, nacho, bread, and dessert bar for just $9.99 Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Dine in only. No other discounts apply.
Horses, steak, and sea house. Horses is hospitality.
For more than 65 years, Schneider Downs has provided a full spectrum of business consulting solutions to the Western Pennsylvania region. Tax and accounting, digital solutions and cybersecurity, risk management and advisory. Learn about big thinking with a personal focus at SchneiderDowns.com.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
Florida is known as the Sunshine State, and tonight in Jacksonville will begin to shine a light on who might be in and who might be out in the vicious battle to earn a spot on the Steelers' 53-man roster. Countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars, official pizza of your Pittsburgh Steelers. Order online during the Pizza pregame and get it delivered, or pick it up in-store from the Pizza Portal. Pick up Pizza. Good evening and welcome to Everbank Stadium, where tonight your Pittsburgh Steelers visit the Jacksonville Jaguars here on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. Alongside Max Starks, I'm Rob King. We'll be joined tonight on the sidelines by Ramon Foster. But before we move forward with who is here, we would like to remember and pay tribute to someone who is not, our friend and former colleague, Craig Wolfley.
Anyone who came across Craig, affectionately known as Wolf, you knew his positivity and his energy and his general happy outlook.
Somebody that really brought joy into the room.
Oh, Billy, it smells like football, doesn't it, baby? Yeah, you got to love this. They're all getting into it. They're encouraging the crowd. Let's get them towels moving.
Guys, just moments ago, Steelers' first-round draft choice, Ben Roethlisberger, took off the headpiece and started taking snaps from center Jeff Harvin. So looks like he's up, guys.
Nobody got excited about talking ball like Craig Wolfley. No one.
This is fun stuff. This is football 101.
So if we extrapolate that, I would think he'd be over 200 next week, right?
Wolf hasn't taken a math class in 50 years, and he's talking about extrapolating.
And fouled by T.J. Watt, who breaks the Steelers' all-time sack record. Oh, yeah. Move over, Devo. Here comes T.J. Watt. And what a way to do it.
When you were in the black and gold with that logo on your chest and on your helmet, Wolf was in your corner.
Billy, did we have a little renegade magic there? We did. We did indeed. Lest we forget the power of renegade. Man, oh man, that got dialed up.
Pickett somehow makes the grab and spins away. What a grab! Lynn Swan would have loved that from back in Super Bowl.
I can't believe I seen what I just seen. I mean, my goodness. Maybe that's how you waffle, right? If you're going to do it right. 1, 2, 3 attempts at it. I can't believe that thing was bouncing bouncing around. He still pulled it in.
The other thing that defined him to me was the way he just bent the words over his knee. I mean, he'd combine words. He'd make up words.
This could be huge for the Steelers.
This is a ginormous play right here. He almost looked like he went limp. He got checked by the docs. They gave him the googly moogly test. Looks all right now.
These phrases that make you laugh, that stick with you, that paint the picture.
That was a slobber knocker, yet everybody on the sideline screamed as one, whoa!
Wolf, did you feel it?
And of course, Wolf, you send us to places unknown when it comes to the English language.
I'll tell you how weird I am. Just for entertainment, at halftime, I sat on the bench and took a couple of hits off the oxygen tank just for old time's sake.
Sensational job. This was a fist-in-your-face football type of affair.
He just loved life, man. He lived it well.
Craig Wolfley passed away in March, and Max Wolf leaves behind a massive hole in our hearts, in our lives, and on our broadcast.
He was an individual who was larger than life. He meant so much to our community, so much to Steeler Nation, and God called him home. He was one of God's servants first, a son of the people. He was a fabric. Even though he was born in Syracuse, born in Buffalo and went to Syracuse, and he was an upstate New York guy, he was a Western PA brethren. And when you think about what he did over his long time here in Pittsburgh, it's immeasurable. And it is a loss, but he would want us to play football, right?
No doubt. I mean, you can almost hear Wolf's voice right now saying, enough about me, you meatheads. Let's talk some Steelers football. So, in a preseason game, Wolf, we will talk about this, in which a lot of regulars won't play for the Steelers. What are Mike Tomlin and his staff looking for tonight from the guys who will play, Max?
He wants to see the hunt. He wants to see the hunger. It doesn't matter what they do. It's about how we go about our business, the Steeler way of doing business. Are you going to be physical? Are you going to be technically sound? And are you going to play to the echo of the whistle? That's the tenacity. That's the toughness that the Steelers demand, and that's what they're looking for out here, and that's what they expect from these young people tonight that are going to show themselves for the first time in stadiums and the first time with the black and gold.
Yeah, some of these guys will be playing for the first time. Some of these guys might be playing for the last time. At the top of this segment, Max, I said a vicious battle to earn a spot on the Steelers' 53-man roster. We were going over this roster just a couple of days ago, and there are way more players than there are spots available. If you had a 60-man roster for the Steelers, that might fill the guys who are NFL-capable players. This is going to be a whittling down process. I would imagine for these players, this is a ferocious battle, and they know that, having been through camp.
Well, yeah, they know that it is not guaranteed, and there's a lot of, if you look down the roster, and we did, there's a lot of opportunities for what we call 2 dogs, 1 bone. Mm-hmm. Well, some of them, it's 3 dogs, 1 bone. How are you going to fight that out? And the reps out here are going to be the difference maker.
And I think one thing as well, Max, as we look at the Jacksonville Jaguars team, Liam Cohen, the new head coach of the team, he wants his regulars out there. Trevor Lawrence is going to play. Their skill position guys are going to play. Their starters are going to play. Maybe 10 to 15 snaps. We expect to see most of the Steelers starting offensive linemen. That'll be a good test for them. But a lot of reserve guys are now going to get an opportunity against some really talented players to show, hey, yeah, if you need me during the regular season, I am capable. Me right here. I'm the guy. I can step up and help the Steelers win a football game.
They're coming into a position where you're trying to create not only your 53, your 16 practice squad,
right,
and a ready list. So just because you don't make it the first time out, there's a second and a third opportunity for you to make your statement here on this team. And guys cannot take this for granted. I can't stress this enough. There's a lot of young guys out here that we've drafted. And when you think about how this team has been working hard the last 2.5 weeks in camp, they are chomping at the bit to hit somebody that's not their teammate, or it's not somebody that they have to go back in the dorms with and deal with.
And again, no Aaron Rodgers today, in case you're just joining us. No Pat Freiermuth, no Jonnu Smith. We won't see Jalen Warren. Defensively, we won't see Cam Hayward. We won't see Deshaun Elliott, Joey Porter Jr.
iHeartRadio's live coverage of the 2025 Steelers training camp is presented by FedEx, where now meets next. And also brought to you by Bud Light, Independence Health System, by Pennsylvania One Call System, by Live Casino, Caliente Pizza and Draft House, by Don's Appliances, South Hills Auto, Laurel Highlands Visitors Bureau, Remax Select Realty, the Pittsburgh Steelers Pro Shop, and by U.S. Steel.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome inside the locker room with King and Starch, presented by our neighborhood Ford store here on the Steelers Audio Network. Max Starks will be here momentarily. We have Wes Euler sitting approximately 4 feet away from me here, perched high atop Chuck Noll Stadium at St. Vincent College. How are you, Wesley?
I am doing well. I am, I guess ready to get home this evening, even though we'll be hopping on a plane to Jacksonville, but I am certainly ready to break up this camp process with a preseason game, Kinger. I think we are kind of right in the middle of the dog days of camp here, the last stretch, the last week. So excited for the weekend ahead. Should be a fun one. And look at that. I've got we've got our credentials from Max Starks. It's all happening.
You know what I have? I have a very special little. It's so special. Can I mention this on the air?
You can.
A little flip card. Updated rosters. 65 is Kyler Baugh. I mean,
yeah.
It's just,
and I have a write-in ballot too.
Oh, okay. You do have one.
Yeah, we had a new acquisition.
Okay, thank you.
So I had to write it.
You had to pick it up.
Yeah, to pick it up, had to write in a name. So
yep, well done.
And
you got the towel around your neck like you're just about to go into the ring.
Man, I had a great workout this morning.
Did you?
It kicked my butt, but it was good. And like I said, get all the updates and everything. We can talk about it. Steelers made a roster move.
Okay.
So we added Andres Pete, longtime NFL offensive lineman, bringing him in as an extra tackle. Played
today or anytime in the future.
You see the skyline. You drive over bridges. We built that. Iron Worker Local 3 isn't just a job, it's a legacy. Start as early as this fall. Now's your chance to join the apprenticeship program and learn from the best in the business. Earn while you train. Build what matters. Take pride in every beam and bolt. Starting wage is over $27 an hour with great benefits. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com. Apply now before time runs out.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind eStore Common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Let's go Steelers!
All season long, follow the team on your radio home for the Steelers, WDVE Pittsburgh, and save us as a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Pella Windows, viewed to be the best. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. For every touchdown the black and gold score in 2025, Clearview Federal Credit Union will donate $500 to the Light of Life mission. Clearview, your financial partner for a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org. By Iron Workers Local Union number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By Henny Jewelers, Pittsburgh's choice jewelry store for engagement rings, luxury jewelry, and watches. By Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By South Hills Kia. South Hills Kia has the ride and a price you'll love. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Iron Workers Local Union number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. And by First National Bank. Can your bank do that? Welcome to FNB. Let's get started. Member FDIC.
This legal disclaimer is brought to you by the law firm of Bordus & Bordus, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bordus & Bordus, fighting for justice.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the National Football League and the Pittsburgh Steelers for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the consent of the National Football League or the Pittsburgh Steelers is prohibited.
And Alex Kemp, the referee today, has the teams assembled at midfield, and the Jacksonville Jaguars will get the ball first, moving left to right in front of us. That means we get to see the Steelers rework defensive line. They go out and they sign Daniel Ekuale in the offseason, and they spend a couple of draft picks, including a number 1 on that defensive line. For more on that and what we can expect to see or hope to see tonight, let's go to Ramon Foster down on the sidelines.
Man, fellas, I know that Coach Thomas is a guy that's super excited to see Derek Harmon, but not only him, but Y.A. Black, too, man. These 2 young guys come in with a whole lot of energy, man, and I'm expecting that those guys look like pros tonight, too. I remember watching both of their tapes, and when you turn it on, they just look good. They look like pros, and I don't think you get a coach that anoints the guys to start as a rookie if he's not doing those things, and Coach Carl Dunbar did that early with Derek Harmon, and I'm just watching those guys grow tonight, and that's just a high expectation when you don't have guys like Cameron Hayward in, too.
Ramon, thank you very much. Ramon Foster working the sidelines alongside Max Starks. I'm Rob King. We thank you very much for being with us. New kickoff rule is that if you kick it into the end zone, like a lot of teams last year, they want more and more kickoffs. You kick it into the end zone. It used to go out to the 30. Now it goes out to the 35, trying to get more returns in the game.
And I think this is going to be a good litmus test through the preseason to see, will teams be deterred? And will they actually kick it into the zone, so to speak, the return zone, or will they still continue until their defense, hey, you just got 5 less yards to defend?
Ben Saul's going to be doing the kicking for the Steelers. Of course, great career at Pitt. And Boswell gets the day off, and the boot is going to be taken by Cephas at the 5-yard line, or this is Trammell, I beg your pardon, and Trammell crosses the 30, gets out to the 32-yard line, and stopped there by Carson Bruner on the special teams tackle. And so that is where, at the 31-yard line or so, the Jaguars will take over with their first offensive drive.
And another thing to point, Rob, before we get into the first defensive aspects of this, the new rule is also you don't have to line up in line as the team receiving. You can now stagger up to 3 players, but they must not be in sequence. One must be between the hashes and the other 2 outside of the hashes if you're going to stagger the return team.
Ball's marked to the 33-yard line. Lawrence under center has Etienne as a lone setback. Tightly bunched formation here on the right hash, and it looked like a little early movement on the right side of the offensive line. Boy, you're Liam Cohen. You want to come out here and set a new tone. Very first play.
Offense number 77.
Yeah, that was Anton Harrison, former first-round pick for the Jaguars. That was just a little bit too excited to come off on a double-team block. And I thought he was actually going to knock his guard off as well. I guess Keanu Benton does tend to bring a little bit of anxiety if you watch his tape.
Yeah, Benton is out there along with Derek Harmon starting along the defensive line for the Steelers. We also see Jack Sawyer out there at the linebacker position. Again, no Watt, no Highsmith, no Herbig in this game today. 2nd and 15. Ball on the right hash, 28-yard line. Lawrence in the shotgun, gets a snap. Looks right, throws out that way. It's complete. And this is Brian Thomas, who is wrestled out of bounds about the 36-yard line by Pierre. James Pierre comes up to make the stop. And so a pickup of about 8 gets the ball out to the 36-yard line.
And James Pierre was playing at the corner position, giving about 5 yards to Brian Thomas, playing a soft zone coverage. And Thomas, it almost looked like Trevor Lawrence just pitch and catch for him. Brian Thomas getting up on the sidelines, trying to chew up some of that lost yardage off the false start.
By the way, Travis Hunter in the game as well. We're going to see him playing both ways. He's split out left. The snap and the shotgun and the handoff. Good penetration by Peyton Wilson running up the middle to trip up Etienne. Short gain out to about the 38. Will bring up a 3rd and about 5 or so.
And Jacksonville coming out trying to establish a man-power game on that one, running a counter from the left to the right side. They pull Ezra Cleveland up there, but Peyton Wilson, something we've been seeing in camp, he's been blowing up the A-gap and running down, seeking and diagnosing as the green dot, and a great play there by him.
3 receivers split to the left. left. Lawrence is in the shotgun. Now we'll bring Hunter in motion. Now he'll crab back to the left. So 3 receivers remain that way. 1 receiver to the right as Lawrence gets a snap. Back, looking, throws underneath. It is complete, tackled immediately. Beanie Bishop up on the stop for the Steelers out to the 41-yard line, short of a first down. Great job closing by Beanie Bishop on the first professional catch by Travis Hunter.
And this is something we're looking at. They look like they're going to go for it here with the 4th and short opportunity. But a great job by Beanie Bishop, who's in a camp battle with Jalen Ramsey. I mean, What else do you say on that? So trying to prove himself not only defensively, I expect to see him on teams as well, and trying to show a glimmer of hope, but a great job from the guy who led the team a year ago in interceptions.
4th and 1, Lawrence under center as Etienne is a lone setback. We'll bring De'Ami Brown in motion, and we'll give to Brown on the jet sweep, and Brown barrels forward, is lifted up off his feet off the left side and driven down, but picks up the first down easily out to the 49-yard line.
And that was a big boy play on the jet sweep by De'Ami Brown, who brought over from Washington in free agency to Jacksonville. He came and he made immediate contact
with Beanie Bishop.
With Beanie. And Beanie just had a great play before, but that's one of those tough ones where you're running in coverage on the edge. You're watching for the motion, trying to watch your guy. And De'Ami Brown just lowered the head just a little bit lower than Beanie could get, and they got the first down.
4th down conversion, 12:23 and counting remaining in the first quarter. Opening drive, first down for the Jaguars. Play action pass. Lawrence going to throw over the middle of the field. Oh, a big hit on Brian Thomas Jr., and the ball is separated out as Juan Thornhill came up and gave him a lick.
Hello, hammer, meet nail. That was a hammer of a play. Great play action by Jacksonville, and a great extension by Brian Thomas, but an even better hit by Juan Thornhill to dislodge the football from Brian Thomas's tight grip and giving it a no gain, and now we're sitting at 2nd and 10.
Ball's on the left hash, 49-yard line of the Jaguars. Clock stop, 12:14 remaining here in the first quarter. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. And the shotgun is Lawrence. Now he will tap his helmet, making sure that everybody knows something has changed here at the line of scrimmage. Gets the snap, back to pass, looking in the pocket, and throws over the middle of the field. It is complete, and a pickup of right around 10 yards by Strange, the tight end. They're expecting a big year out of Brenton Strange, former second-round pick. Chuck Clark on the tackle, but a first down to the 40-yard line of the Steelers.
And that was a very tight window that Trevor Lawrence was trying to get in, the pocket collapsing around him, and Chuck Clark playing inside coverage just gave up the seam coverage. There was nothing he could do on that, but an immediate catch and then down. No yards after the catch on that play.
Lawrence under center as Etienne is a lone setback. Tight end to the right of the formation, and 2 receivers in a tight bunch there as well. Now Brown in motion right to left. Handoff left side. This is Etienne, and Etienne will pick up about 3 or so. Brought down by Fehoko and Loudermilk, who have checked into the game for the Steelers along the defensive line.
And this is one of the things Carl Dunbar likes to rotate those lines in. So you're looking at Loudermilk in there. We saw Benton. We saw Harmon. Now we're seeing Y.A. Black as well as Isaiah Loudermilk now in. Steelers playing more of a traditional 4-down sub package, a 4-2 nickel, so to speak. So you're only seeing 2 down linemen as opposed to the traditional 3 that they play.
Yeah, and it was Black and not Fehoko in that tackle. Lawrence gets the snap, back to pass. Looking, will throw, short screen to the right. This is Etienne. Etienne crosses the 40, crosses the 35, up the right sideline, and now down to about the 27-yard line before Peyton Wilson can make the stop. Well-designed little screen pass and a first down for the Jaguars.
Yeah, running back screen. We call it screen right to the H. A good job of Anton Harrison baiting upfield and then turning inside, turning Sawyer to the inside, allowing for that gap for Etienne to get up the sideline. But I love the pursuit of number 78, Y.A. Black. For a big body, he was moving downfield and trying to trip up Etienne before he got tackled.
10:22 and counting remaining here first quarter. Lawrence in the shotgun, waves Brown over to the right side of the formation, has Etienne to his left, 2 receivers split out to the left. Snap, and the quick throw out to the left is to Travis Hunter. Wide receiver screen, and spins forward to the 20. Flags come flying in late. A pickup of 7 for now. Juan Thornhill makes the stop. Let's see what the call is as we get referee Alex Kemp on the call.
Yeah, going backwards. It's going backwards. Ron Foster astutely down there saying it looked to be a block in the back, which I would agree with him. Something didn't look right in that screen process as we're trying to follow the masses of humanity following the ball.
And the official's still discussing, and here's the call now from Alex Kemp.
There were 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense. Pass interference, offense number 7, that penalty's declined. Illegal block in the back. Offense number 72. 10-yard penalty, first down.
And that's Walker Little, the left tackle, who is going to be officially flagged. Really going to be intriguing to watch Travis Hunter. The Jaguars traded up to get him. They expect to play him both ways. He played 87% of the snaps on offense and 83% of the snaps on defense in Colorado. He's going to play both ways tonight.
150 snaps a game.
Wow.
That's the number.
At
That's the wow. At altitude, above a mile above sea level. So he has the endurance. Let's see if that works at the pro level.
Empty set here for Lawrence. Ball back at the 37-yard line of the Jaguars. Lawrence gets a snap, tries to throw quickly out to the left, and he does. It's complete. Parker Washington makes the grab, wrestled out of bounds by Beanie Bishop at around the 32-yard line. So they get some of that yardage back. Still going to bring up a second and long, second and about 15.
And this is what I'm sure Jacksonville's hoping for. Get these long drives. They wanted to get their starters in about 10 to 12 plays in this game, and they're getting that kind of on this drive, even though they've taken some penalties to go backwards, to go forwards, but still getting in a rhythm as a unit for first-time head coach Liam Cohen.
Ball at the 32-yard line. 2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Ball's on the left hash. Lawrence gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking over the middle of the field. Now pump fake. He'll run, and he's taken down as he crosses the 30. It's Jack Sawyer who makes a stop after about a 3-yard gain down to the 29. So Lawrence looked like he had some room. Sawyer does a nice job there.
Yeah, Sawyer does a great job of chewing up the grass, spinning out. He was double-teamed and chipped on the outside to the left, but his retrace saw Lawrence running, and he went and chewed up the grass. Not a big gain for Lawrence, who we know can run the football, and he can make you pay if you're not on your P's and Q's.
And tumbling over the top of that, which can't feel good, was Derek Harmon in hot pursuit as well, as he uses his thighs to stretch out over the top of Lawrence, who's in the shotgun now. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Etienne is to the right of Lawrence in the shotgun. He gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Going to throw in a crossing pattern. And it is caught by Hunter. Hunter tries to spin away. Pierre has other ideas and takes him down at the 24-yard line, well short of a first down.
And a great job of Chuck Clark also coming in hot pursuit to assist on the tackle. Travis Hunter in college can get out of that. Travis Hunter in the pros, not so much. The grip strength is a lot different here, and I'm sure he thought he had his eyes on a way bigger gain in that moment, but does not come up with it nearly enough, and now we see the kick unit coming out to attempt a field goal.
Moving left to right with 7:15 counting remaining here. It's a 41-yard field goal attempt for Cam Little. Logan Cook, the punter, with the hold. Here's the kick. It is up, and that kick by the very accurate Cam Little is good. And with 7:41 remaining, the Jaguars on their opening drive have struck first from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score: Jacksonville 3, the Steelers nothing.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town. Been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind e-store common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Enjoy awesome deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. 2 awesome hours, 5 awesome favorites at discount prices, including our soup, salad, bread, nacho, and dessert bar for only $8.99. $10.99 whitefish, $11.99 soft chicken, and sirloin tips and more. And for our lunch diners, we also have another awesome deal. Get our soup, salad, nacho, bread, and dessert bar for just $9.99 Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Dine in only. No other discounts apply.
Hoss's Steak and Sea House. Hoss's is hospitality.
Cam Hayward here. I want to show you my Laurel Highlands. Want to score a big win? Plan a getaway to the Laurel Highlands, a preferred vacation destination of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Watch us put in the work at training camp, then hit the trails, ride the rapids, or explore underground caves. Feeling thirsty? The Laurel Highlands Pour Tour has over 60 craft beverage stops.
Got Steeler tickets? Make a weekend with a stay in a treehouse, cabin, or resort. Just a quick drive from the bird. Book now at GoLowerHighlands.com.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Everbank Stadium, 12-play, 44-yard drive by Jacksonville, a 41-yard field goal by Cam Little. They lead 3-0. For impressions on that opening drive, a couple rookies standing out to Ramon Foster.
Yes, absolutely, man. Derek Harmon, man, you seeing Coach Tomlin and his defensive staff push those young guys, man. He stayed in a good chunk of that play series that Jacksonville had out there, but not just him. Jack Sawyer also. I heard you guys recall a play that Jack Sawyer made on his return back to the quarterback, man, to stop a big run right there. I thought that was super good from the young guys, that first NFL series.
Okay, try to stick out, put something on tape. And the boot by Little goes into the end zone, and Trey Sermon takes a knee. And so remember, again, this new rule we talked about. Jacksonville's kind of milling around to 38. No, you got to back up, guys.
New rule action.
That ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Back it on up. 5 less yards. We'll take that. That's better than a now throw.
So Mason Rudolph will step in at quarterback. No Aaron Rodgers in this game. We expect to see most of the offensive line, not Isaac Ciamalo, but Spencer Anderson will be in at left guard as Rudolph gets to the line of scrimmage. He has Kenneth Gainwell as the lone setback. Washington moves in motion left to right, 2 H-backs. Play action pass. Rudolph back looking, now will fire over the middle of the field, and it is complete. Flag comes in, but it's Roman Wilson all the way down to the 46-yard line of the Jaguars.
Beautiful play action there. Darnell Washington in process. Hold on, let's see what he says.
Prior to the pass, holding defense number 22. That penalty decline resulted the plays of first down.
Yeah, that was by Jerrion Jones in coverage on Roman Wilson. When Roman made the in cut, you saw a little tug around the body. And, of course, being that wide open in the middle of the field. Middle of the field is actually available to a team. I don't know if anybody knew that as a Steeler fan. And a great big play by Roman Wilson.
19-yard pickup as Wilson goes left to right. Now motions back to the left. Rudolph remains under center. Gainwell is the lone setback. Rudolph gets a snap. Play action pass again. Looking, going to fire underneath. And this is complete to Ben Skoranek. Skoranek hit, stays on his feet, and leans forward to about the 43-yard line out in the right flat. And it'll be a pickup of about 4 or so.
Yeah, good contact balance by Skoranek, running a shallow drag from left to right of the formation. And even though there was a nice little tackle wrap there by the safety,
Wingard.
Andrew Wingard, it wasn't enough to bring Skoranek down on first contact.
Rudolph in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, one of them Miller crabs and moves to the right. Play action pass thrown out to the left to Roman Wilson. Looks for a block, gets one from Brandon Johnson and crosses the 40 and gets down to about the 38-yard line. So a pickup of about 5 will bring up a 3rd and 2.
And if you're going to play off coverage, Roman Wilson so shifty at that slot position, you can't help but give him that now pass. I know they wanted to run a run.
Moving quickly, Rudolph, line of scrimmage, throws out left. It is complete, and this is the aforementioned Brandon Johnson who made the block on the play before to spring Roman Wilson for a gain. Now he picks up the first down inside the 30 down to the 34.
Yeah, Steelers liked the personnel grouping that was there on the field, so they went hurry on that one, trying to get an alignment adjustment really quick, and Brandon Johnson knew the off coverage, ran a quick out to get the first down for the Steelers.
Rudolph comes now under center. Tightly bunched formation with Caleb Johnson as a lone setback. Wilson goes in motion left to right, now goes back to the left. Rudolph taps the helmet on both sides. His offensive players do the same. Under center, gets a snap, gives. Caleb Johnson left side looking for a hole. Now bounces outside, stumbles. Oh, almost got out of there, but just was tripped up. And it was Eric Murray, the safety, who got him just by the ankles. He's going to pick up about 2.
And that was so tough because it was a nice job with the 2 tight ends set to the left. They kind of had it muddied up, and Eric Murray just knifed at the last second and just swiped at the cleat of Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson tried to stumble but just couldn't keep his feet.
Rudolph in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Back flag comes looking left. Throws to Johnson. Johnson out in the left flat is going to be ridden out of bounds by Tyson Chandler as he gets to about the 31-yard line. However, there is a flag on the play.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Saw that one. Troy Fatanu, who was doing battle. It looked like it was Josh Hines Allen over there. Or maybe, Trayvon Walker. And just hands to the face. A tough thing when you're trying to battle You think the point's there. A guy ducks at the last second. You catch face mask instead of catching the jersey on that one. So a tough break.
Under 5 minutes remaining, 2nd and 18 here in the first quarter. Rudolph gets it and fires over the middle of the field and finds Scotty Miller inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. And a big pickup is going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Steelers before Devin Lloyd can make the stop.
Been there, done that, still doing it, Scotty Miller. Just a nice job. Offensive line doing a great job of keeping a clean pocket for Mason Rudolph to scan. Scotty Miller comes across the middle, separates just enough from the safety, and makes a big play to put this in 3rd manageable.
3rd and 3, shotgun formation. Rudolph has Caleb Johnson to the right. Gets the snap. Will give to Johnson. Johnson will try right guard, and he'll spin across the 25 and down to the 23. Appears to have enough. Yes, in fact, does have enough for the first down.
Move those chains, baby. That's all you need in these type of moments. I need just enough. If we need 3, I need 4. If we need 5, I need 6. Caleb Johnson delivers in that moment. They needed 3. He got them 4. Fresh set of downs, and also chewing up the clock on their own drive here, and not as many penalties moving them backwards as Jacksonville had.
That clock is at 3:45 and counting remaining in the first quarter. Ball set right in the middle of the field at the 23-yard line. Rudolph is under center as Johnson is a lone setback. Play action pass. Rolling left, going to dump it down to the veteran Woods out in the left flat. He will cross the 20, get down to the 19-yard line. Tyson Chandler makes a stop after a pickup of close to, well, call it 4 on first down.
Sneaky there. That's called a hide route. When you have a receiver that runs behind the line of scrimmage and Robert Woods sitting in the right edge in a wing position at the snap, fakes like he's going to go hit the safety on the backside, skinnies through, and Mason Rudolph dumps it off to him for a quality gain.
The Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. Snap to Rudolph. Back to pass. Looking. Fires over the middle of the field. Complete to Washington. Touchdown. Pittsburgh Steelers right up the left seam, and Washington will dunk it over the goalpost.
When you're that tall, and we do have penalties over there, I think the excessive celebration was in place. But you know what? The 6 points still count regardless. And I hate to say this, but number 3 for Jacksonville, Tyson Campbell, you're not tall enough to ride that ride, son. You're talking
the touchdown is good. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Pittsburgh number 80 dunked the goalpost. That's a 15-yard penalty on the extra point.
Very vivid description there. He did, and here's the thing, he did get a nice flush right-handed dunk on the goalpost.
It was easy.
Yeah,
it was easy.
Well, when you're 6'8", I mean, the goalpost is what, at about 8.5 feet. I mean, we saw Jimmy Graham do it for years and never got a penalty. But once again, no fun league in the preseason.
Rules change. Yep.
Rules change. But that seam route was beautiful. This is what we thought Darnell Washington was going to be drafted here for 3 years ago, and now utilizing him. Mason Rudolph sees him running clear up the left seam, and a beautiful throw, beautiful catch, and a fall into his. I mean, he was tackled at the 2, but he's so long he fell into the end zone. That's essentially what it is. So hopefully he gets to continue to do that.
A 48-yard extra point attempt after the penalty. Ben Sauls, a left-footed kicker, lining up. Cam Johnston is the holder, gets a snap, gets the hold down. Here's the kick by Sauls. The former Pitt Panther drills it through, and the Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. 2:56 remains in the first quarter here at Everbank Stadium with a score. The Steelers 7, the Jaguars 3. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Calusi Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey, bro. Weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Headed to watch the black and gold in Latrobe? After the final whistle, it's your time to play at Live Casino. It's a world of excitement just minutes away at Westmoreland Mall with 750 slots, 40 table games, a poker room, and FanDuel Sportsbook. Then kick back at Sports and Social Steel City with game-changing specials and live sports on our 40-foot video wall. Win like the black and gold at Live Casino, Route 30 in Greensburg. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Check out Caliente Pizza and Draft House's new website and new menu at worldsbestpizza.com. And visit Caliente at Steelers Training Camp on August 5th and 6th for a free slice of the world's best pizza. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, 7-time world pizza champions.
Curry Wirgenis here from the Gateway Clipper. Let us take you out to the ball game, beat the traffic and parking, grab a pregame beer, and enjoy the scenic ride to and from the North Shore. Tickets available on the dock day of. For more information, visit gatewayclipper.com.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hey, it's Michelle Michaels. Every weekday at noon, the DVE workforce builds the menu on the all-request electric lunch at noon, right here on your radio home of the Steelers. WDVE, Pittsburgh.
At Everbank Stadium, 2:56 remains in the first quarter. Ben Saul's the approach and kick following the Steelers' touchdown, and it's going to be taken by Austin Trammell at the 4-yard line. Trammell will head straight up the middle of the field, and he's going to cross the 30, burst through the 35, and get out to the 42-yard line before he is finally dragged down there. Devin Harper, one of those into the tackle for the Steelers on special teams. And speaking of special teams, a 48-yard extra point attempt. For more on that following the Darnell Washington touchdown, we're joined again by Ramon Foster. Ramon?
Man, everybody was super excited for Darnell Washington on the sideline. I'm talking the defensive guys swarmed him as he walked up and down the sideline. He was greeted by Jonnu Smith and also Pat Freiermuth. Man, everybody was excited except for two people in the end. That's Coach Tomlin and Coach Danny Smith, man. Of course, those 15 yards they don't ever want to see taken away from the special teams, but everybody came over to Darnell Washington right there.
Ramon, thank you very much. Tonight's first half sideline reports are brought to you by Howard Hanna. Nick Mullins in the game, and he turns and hands off to Tank Bigsby, and Bigsby will slash left and then cut back right, get out to the 47-yard line. James Pierre makes the stop after a pickup of about 5. So good return by Trammell. Gives the Jaguars good field position now at the Steelers 47 on the 2nd and 5.
And now we've seen our first line shift of the game with Jacksonville putting in their second units. Like you said, Trevor Lawrence's night is done. We said the starters wanted to get 10 to 12. Well, they got exactly 12, and now we're getting the second team unit in for the Jaguar squad.
Mullins under center. 2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Bigsby the lone setback. The snap and the give to Bigsby off left guard, and some penetration by the Steelers. Now stood up. Aquale helps stand things up right around midfield. Short gain by Bigsby will bring up a 3rd and about 2.
And Isaiah Loudermilk knifed through the line. First one to really try and move Bigsby off of his line, but then is able to kind of jump in there and get an extra yard or 2 before he's taken down by big Derek Harmon as well, along with Fehoko.
Ball right at midfield. Mullins in the shotgun. Will bring Cephas in motion left to right. Has 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mullins gets a snap. Will throw quickly out to the left flat. Parker Washington is able to step around a defender. Gets a good block out there by Trenton Irwin and just crosses the first down line on the far sideline. And it'll be a first down for the Jaguars at the 47-yard line of the Steelers.
And a tough one with all these now routes and Beanie Bishop sitting in off coverage, allow for Trenton Irwin to kind of bow back behind and allow that block to happen and get the first down. You don't want to see that. You want to see minimal yardage given up.
Ball at the left hash, 1:04 remaining first quarter. The Steelers lead 7-3. Washington in motion, right to left. Mullins play action pass. Back to pass, looking. Will throw out into the left flat. And, Washington is tripped up immediately. Knocked down, I believe it was Brandon Eccles across the field. In fact, it was Eccles who came up to make the stop, and a loss of a couple.
And this is a beautiful play. Parker Washington kind of running out there and just sitting in that kind of now position, relief position. Nick Mullins doesn't see anything, fires it out there. Brandon Eccles chewed up about 5 yards of ground and was very stingy and hit that for a tackle for a loss of 2 yards in the backfield, and Parker Washington wasn't able to shake loose.
2nd and 12, right at midfield, ball in the left hash. Bigsby goes in motion to the right, empty set for Mullins. Mullins extends the hands, now gets the snap. Back to pass, looking left, now will throw over the middle of the field. Short gain And no, they're going to say incomplete as that ball is jarred out of there by Cole Holcomb. So incomplete, and it'll bring up a third down from midfield, 3rd and 12.
I tell you what, the Steelers unit is playing alive. Jacksonville coming out wanting to throw the football. I haven't seen a lot of runs from Jacksonville. Really trying to feature Parker Washington. I know you have 3 fantastic frontline receivers, but really trying to display the second unit of receivers, and they haven't had too much success this drive.
He's probably that number 4 guy. Now LaQuint Allen is checked into the backfield as Mullins gets the ball, and the snap will heave out to the right. Long throw, and out at the 30-yard line, it is hauled in by Joshua Cephas. First down all the way down to the 32-yard line. Pickup of 18 on the final play of the first quarter. Time to make the switch to the second quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank. Explore checking that lets you get paid up to 2 days early. Northwest Bank for what's next. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. With a score, the Steelers 7, the Jaguars 3. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank for what's next.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Work days and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
Get a better pharmacy experience right inside your Sam's Club. Friendly, knowledgeable pharmacists are here to help, and most prescriptions are ready in under 20 minutes. Can't make it in? Choose same-day prescription delivery. All the value you expect from Sam's Club is at the pharmacy, too. And Plus members save even more with over 600 generic prescriptions for $10 or less. Pick up your prescriptions and all your club favorites in one easy trip when you join Sam's Club today. Terms and conditions apply. See samsclub.com/pharmacy or your local Sam's Club pharmacy for details.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
Tackle any project when you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. They'll put together a game plan that's a winner every time you need materials for your project. And their new showroom is now open. Stop in and check it out and see everything you need in person. Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and much more. They'll help you get to the red zone of your project every time. Check them out online at cgrwholesaleroofing.com.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Second quarter at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Want to remind you, for the world's most complete selection of Steelers merchandise, visit the official Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at shop.steelers.com. Jaguars opening drive, they kick a field goal. Steelers opening drive, they get a touchdown. This is just the third drive of the game, and we are at the beginning of the second quarter here. First down, the ball at the 32-yard line. Nick Mullins under center, gets a snap, and hands off to Tank Bigsby, looking for some room. Little hesitation run straight up the middle, and picks up about 3 to the 29. Kind of kept the legs moving and was able to get a little bit of yardage up the middle.
Yeah, counter, turn, scrum. DeMarvin Leal really set the edge on the puller for the Jaguars, which was Sal Wormley. And Tank Bigsby, like you said, just kept the legs moving because he was stoned at the line of scrimmage, able to pick up about an additional 3 yards.
Mullins to the line of scrimmage. He will get under center. 2 receivers split to each side. Bigsby is the lone setback. And Bigsby is standing back at the 35-yard line of the Jaguars. Mullins gets a snap, fake throw, and now will hand to Bigsby. Bigsby cutting to the right, finding some room off right tackle, and stretches out towards the sideline and is chopped down at the 21, but picks up the first down. James Pierre makes a stop for the Steelers.
And a good executed draw play for the Jaguars off the right side, and it got the defense kind of a little bit too far upfield. They didn't retrace until late, and Bigsby able to get out into the secondary, but luckily got stopped, but not before they could move the chains for a fresh set of downs.
Mullins under center again, under 13:50 remaining here in the second quarter. Gets a snap, will hand left tackle. This is Bigsby once again, and Bigsby will cross the 20, get down to about the 18, will pick up about 3 yards before he is stopped by DeMarvin Leal.
Yeah, DeMarvin Leal and Isaiah Loudermilk in on the stop. And, this Jaguars team has been operating a lot of heavy 11 personnel. 83% of the time a year ago, this is how this team operated. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. So it puts our defense in a sub-personnel grouping with 2 down linemen, 2 outside backers, and 2 inside backers.
Mullins will now be in the shotgun, standing back at the 23-yard line. Ball's on the left hash. He has Bigsby to his right. Extends a hand, gets a snap, play action pass, rolling out to his right. Looking and now throwing out to the right flat, complete to Cephas down around the 16-yard line. It was Pierre in trail coverage who ran him out of bounds, and a short pickup will bring up a 3rd down for the Jaguars.
Yeah, each drive they've been featuring somebody different. Obviously, Parker Washington was the one that was featured early. Now it seemed like a lot of Josh Cephas, a second-year man from UTSA, getting a lot of the main route focus or the number 1 look on routes, and it's been working out for the veteran quarterback Nick Mullins.
Mullins brings the team to the line of scrimmage on a 3rd and 5 from the 16. Ball at the right hash of the Steelers, as Mullins will bring tight end in motion left to right. That's Hunter Long. Gets a snap. Back. Throws to the right flat. Incomplete. Intended for Bigsby. Nice job closing there by Cole Holcomb. It is incomplete, and the field goal unit will trot onto the field for the Jaguars.
Another drive stalled in the red zone by the Steelers defense. Bend but don't break is the policy here for the young guys. And yes, they've been giving up some long drives time-wise and play-wise, but has not yielded pay dirt yet. Now for the second unit in for the Jacksonville Jaguars, another stripe in the belt for this young defensive group that's playing a lot tonight.
All set at the right hash. Cam Little, excellent rookie season last year, converting 93% of his kicks. Will try a 35-yard field goal, and the snap good, the hold good, and the kick is good as well. But a flag does come in, and let's see what this might be.
Don't let it be offsides.
12 players on the field, offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Oh, I thought they said there wouldn't be any math involved, Rob. What happened?
Well, they'll have to try it again, right?
5 yards deeper, because apparently when you do sub 1st and 2nd unit, you also have to make sure you sub the special teams as well. A guy that might be down thought he was still up in that situation, and right now it looks like the guilty party was an offensive lineman, I believe, or defensive line. Was it number 66?
Yeah, Ricky Lee was out there.
Yeah, Ricky Lee. He thought he was in, didn't realize that, no, the same guys are still in there for the kick unit.
No, yep, they marched it off too far, and now they are remarching. And now they're moving back to the left.
They don't know where they're
going. And now they're setting it down at the 22-yard line. So this will be a 40-yard attempt. In case you're wondering if that makes any difference, Little did not miss a field goal under 40. He was 8 of 9 from 40 to 49 yards last year. This will be a 40-yard attempt. Once again, snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up. And that kick is good by Cam Little at the 12:19 mark of the second quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score. The Steelers 7, Jacksonville 6.
From last-second game-winning field goals to 98-yard kickoff returns, football is exciting. But as the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers, PNC prefers to be steady and boring, like a solid ground game that eats up the clock. A strategy that scored a lot of financial wins over the last 160 years. And while our customers may not wear our name on the back of jerseys, Steelers fans can get 20% off regularly priced merchandise with the Pittsburgh Steelers PNC Bank debit card. A pretty exciting option play if you ask us. Find out more at pnc.com/Steelers card. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
I'm Jamie Bordas. What makes our law firm great are a lot of the same things that make the Steelers great. We're tough. We fight. We win. We understand that it takes great preparation to get great results. We've been successful for years, yet every day we still strive to be better. We're a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers because we're a lot like them. Oh yeah, we also hate the Ravens.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
Think you have what it takes to be a part of a passionate team in a thriving industry? 84 Lumber is immediately hiring for a variety of full-time positions at its southwestern PA locations. 84 Lumber knows their successes come from their people. They prioritize growth by making it easy to pave your own path within the company. They are proud to promote nearly 100% from within and help you create a career that you are proud of. Take the first step to building the career of your dreams by visiting 84lumber.com/careers to apply today.
Ready for a new ride? South Hills Kia has the ride and the price you'll love. Brand new 2025 Kia Sorento SAWD as low as $329 for 24 months with $39.99 due at signing, or rates as low as 0%. Or the 2025 Kia Seltos LXAWD starting at $229 for 24 months with $34.99 due at signing, or rates as low as 1.9%. Lease offers exclude taxes and fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles a year. Expires September 2nd, 2025. Visit southhillskia.net for details.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Everbank Stadium, a 40-yard field goal by Cam Little. He had a 41-yard field goal earlier. Those two sandwiched by the 19-yard touchdown pass from Rudolph to Darnell Washington. Steelers getting set for their second possession. Still leading 7-6 as Little sets the ball at the 35-yard line. This new kickoff rule. Last time he booted it through the end zone, and the Steelers took a knee. So let's see if they try to get this in the field of play and force a Steelers return. Little with the boot, and this is shorter, and it will be taken by Troy Sermon at the 7-yard line. Heads up the right hash. Now cuts to the middle of the field, gets to the outside and crosses the 30 and gets out to about the 34-yard line where he's taken down, and that's where the Steelers will have the ball for just their second possession of this half, Max.
I mean, it's been remarkable. When you think about the time of possession difference, you're talking about 12:56 in favor of the Jaguars with 2 field goal drives to the Steelers 4:45. And oh, by the way, efficient. They got a touchdown and a dunk. I've never seen a 6-point dunk before, but we got that tonight.
Yep, well, they got the 48-yard extra point as well, as the ball on the left hash and under center is Rudolph. Play action pass rolling out to the right to Cam Hayward, and Hayward makes Connor Hayward. Cam has the night off and would not usually be catching passes anyway, out in the right flat, and picks up about 7.
That's what happens when you have brothers on the same team. So you're going to get a little confused at times because you see the Hayward on the back of the jersey, but that is none other than he doesn't like this nickname, so I won't call it. It's an Italian dish of a protein variety that goes in spaghetti.
Rudolph under center will bring Wilson right to left. Lone setback is Caleb Johnson. Rudolph gets a snap. Will give to Johnson left side. He's going to cut back to the right. Now trying to get to the outside. Does. Crosses the 45 and gets out to midfield. A little stiff arm there. Helps him get easy first down yardage out to midfield.
And that was just a great job of redirecting. Great job at the line of scrimmage. Caleb Johnson presses and then cuts back all the way outside the edge. Ducks the first guy, which happened to be Travis Hunter,
yeah.
Trying to be quick. Once again, these running backs are different than the ones in college. I'll keep reminding you that. Does not go down on the first contact, goes down on second contact, but moves the sticks.
Rudolph quickly to the line of scrimmage. In the shotgun, gets a snap. Play action pass. Straight back, looking, has all day looking, and now is running into trouble, and down he goes. He just held the ball for a long time. DeJuan Smoot is able to eventually break through and get the sack all the way back at the 39-yard line of the Steelers.
I'm sorry, I hate to say this. That's not on Broderick Jones. Broderick Jones held him up for about 3.5 seconds. You got to get that ball out in the NFL. And actually, I take that back. That was actually Spencer Henderson. Yep. Playing that play. They had a little twist there, but Smoot gets away with it, gets the sack, and now we're playing second and long.
2nd and 20 as Rudolph gets the snap. Looking, now we'll throw out to the right, and Caleb Johnson incomplete, running before he had it. Had his eyes set up field, had some room to run, but it doesn't count running if you don't have the football.
You got to have the football. Here's where a young guy has to learn. If you want to be a 3-down back in this league, and Caleb Johnson has echoed that many times throughout camp, you got to do the little things right. You have to catch the football, and you have to pick up the blitz. And right there, easy catch with about a 7-yard cushion. He was looking for the cut before he had the ball.
Back in the shotgun comes Rudolph. Moves Hayward right to left, now back to the left where the 3 receivers reside, 1 to the right. Rudolph gets a snap. Jaguars bring 5. Throw over the middle of the field, quick cross, and a pickup to about the 45-yard line. Just a short gain as Darnell Savage is able to make the stop. It was Hayward on the reception, and it'll bring up a punting situation for the Steelers. They're going to alternate punters, and Cam Johnson's going to be the guy getting the first crack. There's a real battle between Waitman and Johnson for the punting job.
Yeah, Johnson came in highly touted, a free agent a year ago, but we lost him first game of the season. Corliss Waitman comes in and finishes out the season through the playoffs, so you want to give him a fair opportunity to try and win this job. So this is the first crack for number 5, Cam Johnston.
Johnson boots it. He'll go end-over-end style. Trammell's going to take it back at his 13-yard line. He's going to start out to the right, finds a little room, crosses the 20, and gets out to about the 24-yard line. J.J. Galbraith, the tight end, one of those in on the stop defensively for the Steelers. 9:27 remains, second quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with a score of the Steelers 7, the Jaguars 6.
What is life-changing medicine? Is it returning to the playing field or your favorite hiking path after an injury? Or running with your grandkids after a joint replacement? At UPMC, life-changing medicine is all those things. Through innovative research, rehabilitation, and advanced surgical procedures, our experts get you back to what you love doing. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Want to win big like a black and gold VIP this football season? Huddle up and register to win the S&T Bank Black and Gold VIP experience. Rush to S&T Bank's East Liberty branch now through August 30th and register to win 4 premium tickets to a regular season game, a stylish limo ride to and from the game, and a $200 restaurant gift card. So what are you waiting for? Make the play and visit S&T Bank at 5817 Penn Avenue in East Liberty to register today. No purchase necessary. See store for details.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me."
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tractor trailers are some of the most dangerous vehicles on the road. There are federal rules for load sizes, driver's hours, and maintenance for a reason. When big rigs don't follow these rules, entire families can be torn apart. We have the talent and the resources to take on these large companies. Hopefully, through our work, families are being helped and trucking companies are getting the message about safety.
Bordis & Bordis, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Everbank Stadium, 9:27 remaining, second quarter. Steelers leading 7-6. There's a great old blues song. Everything good is bad. Everything bad is good. That might have described that last sequence for the Steelers. We go down to Ramon Foster.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's good to give context. We still are in preseason mode right now, and guys are still being evaluated. On that sack given up by Spencer Anderson, you had Darnell Washington, man, locking down a savvy, seasoned veteran like Emmanuel Ogbah, man. That just needs to be pointed out because that's like a weapon X in Arthur Smith's offense for 2025.
Ramon, thank you very much. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line of the Jaguars, right hash. Mullins gets a snap, will throw out quickly to the left and dropped by Hunter Long, who's known more as a blocking tight end. But you're a blocking tight end, you want to show you can catch. You're wide open in the left flat, perfect throw, and you drop it.
And you look at your hands and realize they might be made out of stone in that moment. It's like, gosh darn it, thought I was born in a rubber factory and found out it was cement. But yeah, great job of not catching the ball if you're the Steelers. Because he was wide open. He had about a 15-yard cushion, too. So
there was plenty of room, well-designed play. Now Mullins will direct traffic, has guys running right and left all over the place. Empty set, 2 receivers to the right. Tank Bigsby among those that are split out to the left of the formation. 2nd and 10. Mullins gets a snap, throws over the middle of the field, and it is complete. And it's going to be first down yardage. Looked like he had his one of his tight ends out there. No, I beg your pardon. That was
Trenton Irwin.
Trenton Irwin, yeah, the veteran Trenton Irwin, who had that catch across midfield out to the 37-yard line to pick up a first down for the Jaguars.
Yeah, Steelers playing zone there, so it got passed off from the end all the way inside to the safety. Miles Killebrew being the guy that was playing the deep third on that one, so he had to come up and make the play on Irwin, who caught the ball on the seam.
Mullins under center, ball at the left hash, 37-yard line, gets a snap, turns, gives to Bigsby, who starts left, tries to cut back right, runs into one Steelers defender, and gets to about the 39-yard line, pickup of 2 as Daniel Laquale makes a stop for the Steelers.
Yeah, initial contact by James Pierre off the edge, but Tank Bigsby, one of the big assets that he has as a running back, and this goes all the way back to college when he was at Auburn, was that he keeps the legs churning. He keeps moving his feet and falling forward, so that's what happened. He got hit in the backfield and was able to turn that into a 3-yard gain.
Want to mention that Y.A. Black was also in that stop defensively for the Steelers, the rookie. As Mullins settles into the shotgun, has Bigsby to his left. 8:10 and counting remaining second quarter as he gets a snap. Back to pass, looking right, will throw out that way, and it is complete along the right sideline, but a short game as Beanie Bishop wrestles down Cephas at the 44-yard line of the Steelers.
Good second-year matchup there, Beanie Bishop versus Joshua Cephas. Out there in the flat zone is what we call that. When you run up and kind of give the shallow out, but you don't go all the way to the sideline, it's considered a flat route. And Beanie Bishop just picked up, did not allow Cephas to get any yak after that, which was the most important thing. He makes the catch, but he does not make the yards after that.
Third and a short 4. Mullins in the shotgun, has Bigsby to his right. Gets the snap, back to pass, looking left, now pumps and is going to throw in that direction, and off the extended fingertips of Eccles, and incomplete. As a nice job defensively intended for Trenton Irwin, as Eccles is able to deflect it away.
And a great job by Brandon Eccles. He wasn't even initially on the coverage. The coverage was actually happening with Chuck Clark, and Brandon Eccles just played football. He became a center fielder and almost had the interception. He had more than one finger on it, had about 3, but it didn't hit near the palm, so therefore he couldn't come up with it and gets a PBU on the play.
Logan Cook back to punt, and Cook will go end over end, and back deep is Keyshawn Williams, going to take it into 13 spins and is hit and dropped right there at the 14-yard line, which is where the Steelers will take over at the 7:15 mark of the second quarter. From Everbank Stadium, Steelers football continues with the score of the Steelers 7, the Jaguars 6.
Confluence Financial Partners provides financial guidance that balances living fully today, preparing confidently for tomorrow, and securing what matters most. As your partner in wealth management and a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, they act as the quarterback of your financial plan, helping you navigate life's transitions and milestones. Your legacy deserves more than a plan. It deserves a partner. Discover how Confluence Financial Partners can help you build yours at confluencefp.com.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrissure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Steelers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers.
Planting a tree? Putting in a new sprinkler system? Digging a trench? No matter the project, if it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at PA1call.org. PA1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We know you need more than just game day. That's why your radio home of the Steelers brings you the best coverage all week.
The run-up and the boot
to take you to the next kickoff. WTVE Pittsburgh.
7:15 remaining, second quarter, Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Steelers leading the Jaguars 7-6, and Skylar Thompson has checked in at the quarterback position. So good, efficient work by Mason Rudolph, done in, of course, by that sack, but looked sharp, and now Skylar Thompson will get his shot.
And it looks like Skylar Thompson might get the lion's share going in for this game.
Caleb Johnson, the lone setback with Thompson in the shotgun. 6 in the play clock as he gets a snap. Looks right, throws, and he finds Hayward underneath, and Hayward will turn and spin off the right side and get out to about the 23-yard line, so pick up of 8 on first down.
Yeah, nice little dump off on the seam. Felt pressure coming from the right-hand side. Obviously, your security blanket is going to be the tight end, and, of course, that guy being Connor Hayward, just taking a little 5-yard route, hooking up in the curl flat zone, and then just getting up north. So nice job for the Steelers on first down.
Thompson moves to the line of scrimmage. He's under center. Lone setback is Caleb Johnson. Turn and the give to Johnson. Johnson meets penetration, and he is driven backwards, dropped for a loss, back to the 20-yard line. Tried the right side, and Antonio Johnson, the safety, came up to make the stop.
And as I'm watching this replay, I'm not going to say that a lineman got blown up, but he might want to get the license plate number of that teal blue car that just came running in through the middle.
Well, not what you want to hear, obviously.
No. But live to fight another play.
And so now it is a 3rd and 5 back at the 21-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Thompson, as Johnson to his left, 2 receivers split to each side. Extends the hands, gets the snap, back to pass, and pressure coming. Going to roll out to his left, looking, has some green grass out there, crosses the 20, flag behind him, dives forward, looks to have enough for the first down, but that flag back behind the play, sitting at the 13-yard line in that area, that usually means someone got grabbed.
Yeah, you're going to hear it. Can't hear the mic, but we know what that universal sign language sign is. That's holding on the offense. Happened on the backside of the play as 17 released out to his left.
Referee's Alex Kemp. Let's see if we can get the call here.
Making a decision whether Liam Cohen wants to accept
holding. Offense number 60. Penalties decline. 4th down.
And that was Dylan Cook, and mentioned that Thompson was stretching for that first down marker, but did not reach it, and so now Corliss Waitman will get his opportunity to boot it away for the Steelers.
And I'm looking at the play on the call on Dylan. Dylan was at the left tackle position. The man with a humongous club on his hand, trying to see who that is. That looks to be 48. Yeah, the Chad Muma, who has a big club on his hand, or donut as we call it, tried to disengage and made it very easy. He was right in front of the ref.
A high snap to Waitman, who just destroys a punt all the way back to the 19-yard line. Cephas on the return is taken down by Sebastian Castro after a 6-yard return. Terrific punt by Corliss Waitman in that battle with Cam Johnston to be the Steelers punter this season. 5:31 remains, second quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score: the Steelers 7 and the Jaguars 6.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
At Washington and Jefferson College, we don't just equip you for what's next. We empower you to adapt and thrive. At W&J, bold academics meet professors who coach you to succeed. Real-world experience is built into every major. So when you graduate, you're not just ready, you're game ready. Schedule your campus visit today at washjeff.edu. That's washjeff.edu, and see where your journey begins. Washington and Jefferson College, where you learn to adapt to any challenge and thrive in the ever-changing world.
U.S. Steel, we're engineering what's next. High-strength steel for safer, smarter cars, precision products for resilient, sustainable homes, innovative alloys powering clean energy and advanced construction. The transformation of U.S. Steel continues as we focus on delivering visionary steel solutions that serve customers and communities along with people and the planet. Together, we're building stronger next-generation steels right here in the U.S. Mined, melted, and made in the USA. To learn more about the future of steel, visit ussteel.com.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Calusi Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Randy Bauman Mornings and Steelers Football, TVE.
Welcome back to Everbank Stadium. 5:31 remains second quarter. Steelers up 7-6 here. The latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Get the financial answers you need. ClearviewFCU.org. 2 games going on right now. Rams leading Dallas 14-0 in the second. Tampa Bay up next for the Steelers, leading 3-0 over Tennessee in the first. Nick Mullins gets a snap, back to pass on the play action, throws up the right side, and it is incomplete, drop by Trenton Irwin. Beanie Bishop in coverage. Pretty good throw by Mullins. That's one I'm sure Irwin would tell you he would like to hang on to.
Yep, hit him in the one place he was least expecting, his hands on that one, because that one hit him right between the 8 and the 3, and he just could not haul it down. In tow is Beanie Bishop, about a step behind, but closes in just to make sure that he can't bump it up back to himself like we've seen so many guys do in the league over the years.
2nd and 10, ball set on the right hash, 25-yard line after 56-yard punt by Corliss Waitman. Flip the field position here.
5-second hang time, Rob. That's huge.
Bashal Tootin is the running back, and Tootin will get the handoff off the right side, bounces back to the left, and is going to cross the 30 and out to the 31-yard line. You know, it's interesting. We talked about their running back room. You have ETN, who was really good earlier in his career, first-round pick in 21. Then Tank Bigsby comes in. He leads the team in rushing last year, and they still drafted 2 more running backs this year, including Tootin in the 4th round.
And to think they came out throwing those first 2 drives,
right,
with all that firepower in the backfield.
And Mullins will send Tootin flanking out left. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, empty set. Now Mullins will call Tootin back to him in the shotgun. Stands to Tootin's left. Steelers crowding the line of scrimmage as Mullins gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking at a loft up the right sideline. And incomplete, under through his man. And he was open. Beanie Bishop in coverage. Parker Washington had broken free, and he was underthrown by Mullins.
Just a bit outside there. I think I had to use my Major League reference of the night. I was figuring when I would get it in there. And that was a little bit to the inside, actually, as I look at the replay. And Beanie Bishop actually got 2 hands on it with the recovery speed, but not enough. And now the Jaguars punting again back to the Steelers.
And it is Logan Cook to bring Tootin back out.
Oh,
on
you went from 12
teams.
men to 10 men, and now we've got it to 11 again.
4:38 remaining as in the second quarter as, this ball is blasted by Cook and is going to be taken by Williams inside his 10, circling to his left. Now tries to spin away from a man. Does. A flag down on the play as he crosses the 25 to 30. Is hit hard by the punter, Logan Cook, all the way out to the 35-yard line. But there is a flag on the play. Really good return by Keyshawn Williams there.
But the reason why it was so good was there was a holding on the edge.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 38. 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Now that is a shame. Cameron McCutcheon whistled for that one, negating the good return by Keyshawn Williams. The Steelers will be pinned deep when we return. 4:21 remaining in the second quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score. The Steelers 7, the Jaguars 6.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town. Been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
Welcome to Pond Lehocky Giordano, one of the largest workers' compensation law firms in the country. We know the playbook on injury law. It's how we've helped over 100,000 injured and disabled workers obtain benefits. And we know we can do the same for you. Even better, you don't pay a dime until we win your case. One conversation is all it takes to help you and your family get back on track. For any legal needs, give Pond Lehocky a call.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
4:21 remaining, second quarter, Everbank Stadium. Steelers leading 7-6 as we go down to the sidelines. And Ramon Foster. Ramon?
It's unique, man, watching the way this league is. It's a very copycat league, man. You saw Jacksonville have an open receiver, Irwin, on Beanie Bishop, and they went right back at Beanie Bishop again, man. It was good to see him get his head turned around on that last play and break that ball up almost for an interception, man. Again, this is always a camp evaluation. It's good for him to have that moment.
Ramon, thank you very much. Skylar Thompson remains in at quarterback under center. Ball at the 15-yard line, turns and gives. This is Caleb Johnson, and Johnson, oh boy, hit by Agba, but then carries him forward for about 4 yards. Man, giving away a lot of weight to Agba, but he just dragged him for another couple yards.
Keep your feet moving. Moving feet is positive feet, and for Caleb Johnson, you never know when late in a game that's going to be a differentiator because you're wearing this defense down, and if you keep moving your feet, sometimes you're able to run through those arm tackles and make big gains, but you got to chop the wood early in the first half like Caleb Johnson's doing.
Turns 2 into 4, so there's a 2nd and 6 with the ball at the 19-yard line. Thompson again under center. Now we'll tap the helmet. The rest of his teammates do the same. Lone setback is Caleb Johnson. He'll get the ball off the left side, and once again, it's Agba closing down. And once again, Caleb Johnson, after contact, kind of surged and leaned forward for another yard or two.
Listen, I've seen a lot of Hall of Famers, and that number was right around 4 yards per carry. Right now, 4 yards per carry on consecutive plays for him. Good sign to start because you keep chewing up yardage and grass with those cleats. Moving the feet is key in this situation.
3rd and just a little over a yard. They're officially calling it 2. Shotgun formation. Skylar Thompson has Johnson to his left. Now it's Hurleman in motion right to left. Gets a snap. Is going to hand to Johnson off the right side. Looks to have the first down across the 25, close to the 26. At the 250 and counting mark here in the second quarter, it is a first down for the Steelers.
I know my sideline compatriot down there, Ramon Foster, will agree. It's always a good day when you get 3 straight run plays and you get a first down there to just keep chewing up the yardage, chewing up the clock, and wearing down the defense.
It's an important first. Thank you, Ramon. An important first down there because, look, now the clock becomes something you can play with here a little bit. 2:25 and counting. You get a little bit of breathing room out to the 26. Thompson remains under center. Now we'll tap the helmet once again. Has Johnson as the lone setback. Gets the snap. Gives to Johnson. Left side. Tries to bounce it outside. Has a hand come up by the helmet. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty. And that's going to be a penalty on the Jaguars. Looked like Cole got him up around the face.
Yeah, that looks like the face mask zone when you get them out there. Usually when it's trailing behind, you're in the holding zone. But right there, there's some type of defensive interference, as we'll call it. That's a light word to say for right now. But the question is if
there were
it's
2 fouls on the play, 1 by each team. Personal foul, face mask, defense number 58, holding, offense number 83. Those penalties offset. Repeat the down.
That's a victory, Rob.
I call it a shame, though, because I just saw the face mask. It was so clear and obvious. And you're thinking, okay, now you move the ball out over the 40-yard line. But It will remain back at the 26, and
we'll get the 2-minute warning here.
Right now, that's it. And we are at the 2-minute warning as the Steelers will head back over to the sideline to talk things over with the ball at their own 26-yard line, leading 7-6. It's time for the 2-minute warning. Timeout brought to you by Pond Lee Hockey Giordano. Injured at work or in an accident? Call Pond Lee Hockey for a free consultation. Their expert legal team will help you every step of the way and get you and your family back on track. With the score, the Steelers 7, the Jaguars 6. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Headed to watch the black and gold in Latrobe? After the final whistle, it's your time to play at Live Casino. It's a world of excitement just minutes away at Westmoreland Mall with 750 slots, 40 table games, a poker room, and FanDuel Sportsbook. Then kick back at Sports and Social Steel City with game-changing specials and live sports on our 40-foot video wall. Win like the black and gold at Live Casino, Route 30 in Greensburg. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
As we go about our essential pipeline replacement work in your community, Columbia Gas is focused on safety, but we need your help. Please drive slowly and carefully in our work zones. Pay attention to signs and flaggers, and don't be distracted by your phone or radio. Most importantly, always drive with extreme caution when people are working on or near the road. Columbia Gas, thank you for helping us keep workers, customers, and drivers safe.
Chris, owner of Prescott Roofing, Pittsburgh's full-service roofing and exterior company. We're the first choice for high-quality roofing services. With over 100 years in business and a fifth-generation locally owned company, we've been tackling Pittsburgh roofs since 1906. We offer top-quality work at reasonable prices. Shingle, rubber, slate, tile, box gutters, copper work. We do it all. GAF Master Elite and James Hardy certified. Free estimates and financing available online at PrescottRoofing.com. We don't talk about roofing, we do roofing.
Want to win big like a black and gold VIP this football season? Huddle up and register to win the S&T Bank Black and Gold VIP experience. Rush to S&T Bank's East Liberty branch now through August 30th and register to win 4 premium tickets to a regular season game, a stylish limo ride to and from the game, and a $200 restaurant gift card. So what are you waiting for? Make the play and visit S&T Bank at 5817 Penn Avenue in East Liberty to register today. No purchase necessary. See store for details.
This is Game Day with the Pittsburgh Steelers on DVE.
As you might expect here at Everbank Stadium, a fair amount of Steelers jerseys in the crowd here. Steelers Nation always showing up. They were outside the team hotel, ready to cheer on their Steelers, and remain here at Everbank Stadium ready to cheer on their Steelers.
Oh, make no mistake about it. This is Steelers South down here in Jacksonville. I remember when we played here one year, and the mayor went on the news and begged and pleaded Jacksonville fans not to sell their tickets to Steeler fans. So, yes, this is Steelers South. A lot of those steel mills closed. Harbors opened up down here. You saw a lot of Western PA in North Florida.
2-minute warning, ball at the 26-yard line. Skylar Thompson, play action pass. Back will throw it into the right flat to Caleb Johnson. Johnson spins towards the middle of the field and gets out to about the 31-yard line before he is dropped there by Jabbar Muhammad.
Just a good little, what we call a halfback release route out to the right. He scanned to the inside, made sure there was no blitz coming, and then got right outside. 2nd and 4, 1:38 left as Thompson will throw out to the left to the sidelines, and it's hauled in there by Brandon Johnson. Skips out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a first down for the Steelers. Clock stops with 1:34 remaining. Yeah, Brandon Johnson, in the future, get forward and fall down in bounds. Keep the clock going. This is a 2-minute drill type of situation. Thompson back, throws over the middle of the field. That is complete on a beautiful seam route to Scotty Miller. Banged inside the 40-yard line of the Jaguars. Hangs on, pops to his feet. Steelers won't use a timeout. They'll continue to move downfield at the 39-yard line. Thompson in the shotgun. As Johnson to his right, gets a snap, back to pass, looking, throws quickly to the left, and this is once again Miller, and Miller will haul a tackler forward. That's Muhammad again to the 35-yard line. Great 2-minute drill execution here by Skylar Thompson into the half, trying to drive the ball down the field. 3 timeouts still for the Steelers. 58 seconds and counting as Thompson gets a snap. Back, looking, throws over the middle of the field and into and out of the hands of his intended receiver, and that is Max Hurleman, who does not make the catch. Darnell Savage in coverage. That ball was right in the money. That was right in the zone where you need to catch it. Max Hurleman, obviously a young guy, trying to carve a rollout, but a great job by Darnell Savage to get a hand in there and pop it up. Luckily, nobody behind him on the ricochet for the Jaguars. But clock stop, still in a good situation, second and medium yardage, and you still have timeouts left on your side. You still got 3 timeouts and charging into the red zone.
Should be a third down here as that the chain gang now finally moves the marker over, so it's a third down and about 6. Ball at the 35-yard, set on the left hash. Thompson gets a snap, will throw left, and a low grab made along the sidelines, hauled in there, and that is going to be a first down for the Steelers. It's Lance McCutcheon who had to go down low, keep the hands there, and make the grab. Thompson hurries the Steelers to the line of scrimmage, gets a snap, back to pass, looking, and throws, seam route, and this one's hauled in by Hurleman. Had one drop, but hangs on to this one down at the 4-yard line, and the Steelers will use their first timeout with 24 seconds remaining in the first half.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Max Hurleman, they go back to the same route. He catches it on the seam. Great big play for the Steelers.
This is a much tougher catch as he was banged on both ends, and a nice job. Took a big high hit by Antonio Johnson and hung on. The Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. A reminder that our next broadcast on the Pittsburgh Steelers audio network will be Saturday, August 16th, when the Pittsburgh Steelers host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Steelers audio network coverage will begin at 5 p.m. on Saturday the 16th. To the ball inside the 4-yard line, set up on the left hash now. They're going to put a couple seconds back on the clock. So 28 seconds remaining. You could run the ball here with a couple of timeouts.
Yeah, having 2 timeouts, being inside the 5-yard line, you could try and see if you could slide in there in an 11 personnel set, 3 wide receivers, see if you can get into a sub-run package game and still have the ability to at least get one more timeout called.
Steelers sent 3 receivers out. Thompson has Johnson to his left. Thompson gets a snap, looking right, now going to throw toward the corner of the end zone, sliding grab just inside the pylon by Hurleman, who does a backflip, makes the grab, and the Steelers, with 24 seconds left in the first half, have their second touchdown of the first half.
Beautiful play. Hurleman comes up and runs a shallow out down the sideline. He was lined up in the slot position on the right-hand side and just runs for the front pylon. And Skylar Thompson needles it right into him. He goes down, makes the grab, and then, of course, Cirque du Soleil finish. No flag on that one. So we've had what? We've had an NBA prospect, and now we have a USA Gymnastics prospect all in the same night for matching touchdowns for the first half.
And good job by Hurleman. Had the drop, then comes back, makes the tough catch, and then the sliding grab in the front corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Saul's on to try the extra point. This time it's Waitman on the hold. Here's Saul's on the boot. That boot is up, and that boot is right down the middle by Ben Sauls. And with 24 seconds left, the Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. The Steelers enjoying a 14-6 lead as we go downstairs once again to Ramon Foster.
Man, that was a big-time redemption drive for that second unit right there, man. Skylar Thompson right there, the first series they had out there, couldn't get anything going, negative yards. And this group right here, even with penalties right here from Connor Hayward, were offset it, man. Seeing this group come together and score, as you guys just said, second opportunities too, man. Again, a lot of fist bumps. Coach Tomlin's over here on the sideline getting the big boys excited because he knows this. You're as good as your reserve guys on the offensive line, so it's good to see these guys come together for a good drive to finish it off right before half.
Ramon, that is such a great point because, Max, that's a big question for the Steelers. Who's going to be behind this starting group, which, by the way, has its own youth and its own questions?
Yeah, so you want to see how good these young guys can do because, remember, you're probably going to have about 8 that you're allowed to have on the active roster. You'll bring 2 more back on the practice squad. So trying to figure it out. We know what the starting 5 looks like. We know Spencer Anderson is a Swiss Army knife, but you have 2 more opportunities potentially for other slots on this team. So a lot of guys vying for playtime.
Sauls with the kickoff, and it's taken by Singer up the middle of the field, tackled there by Evan Hull. Had some help from Carson Bruner. Second time we've called his name, I believe, on special teams.
Correct.
This season, the law firm of Bordas & Bordas will make a $500 donation to the Ronald McDonald House for every sack by the Steelers defense this preseason and regular season. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. There's Mullins once again, the veteran who's in the shotgun. as Tootin to his left, as Hunter Long will move in motion left to right, settle there. 19 seconds left in the half. And Mullins will throw underneath to Tootin out in the right flat. Tootin steps out of one tackle and gets out to the 45-yard line before Cole Holcomb is able to make the stop. And that will be enough for a first down, and the Jaguars will use one of their remaining timeouts with 11 seconds remaining, looking for a score here at the end of the half.
Yeah, 11 seconds. Jacksonville also had all three of their timeouts going into now their last drive of the quarter or of the half. And I'm sure they were probably waiting to see how much yardage they get to see if they can have a shot at the end zone. Right now, you're sitting just shy of midfield on your own 45-yard line. Plenty of distance for Nick Mullins to kind of maybe haul one or two down there into the end zone.
Cam Little is a rookie. The longest kick was 59 yards, so keep that in mind. So probably have to get about 15 yards or so to be able to at least get in that range. Mullins gets a snap, back to pass, looking pressure, coming up the middle, ducks, now throws underneath, and short hops it intended for tight end Hunter Long, just to the left of the left hash.
Great pressure off the edge. I love what I saw from Eko Leota and also Julius Welshoff collapsing the outside edges, forcing Nick Mullins up into the middle. Isaiah Loudermilk as well, and forces him to kind of skip a stone there into Hunter Long, which is great on a lake or a river, but not good on a football field.
Won't count. 5 seconds remaining. Ball at the 45-yard line of the Jaguars. Mullins in the shotgun. As Tootin to his right. Steelers showing four-man rush. That's what they'll bring. Mullins gets a snap, throws over the middle of the field, and Tootin will make the catch and roll forward. But as he rolls forward, the clock expires here in the first half. And, well, let's see.
Hold on. Jacksonville, they're second. It's a 30-second timeout with 1 second left.
All right, well, Tootin rolled and was able to get the clock stopped, and now it is going to be, what, are they going to bring Little out for a 70-yard field goal attempt? That's what it looks like they're doing.
I mean, it's preseason for everybody. Why not test the range on your kicker? And this is Janikowski range right here.
70-yard attempt for Cam Little.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Steelers bring everybody up to the line of scrimmage. So nobody back. Sometimes you'll see that return guy standing in the end zone hoping to have an opportunity to run one back, but they'll line it up with 1 second left. 70-yard attempt for Cam Little. Here's the snap. Here's the boot. Gets a hold of it. It's accurate, and it is good. 70-yard field goal from Cam Little to end the first half. Extraordinary.
Wow. I know this is the Steelers broadcast, but we are NFL fans first up here in this broadcast booth, and that was amazing.
Incredible.
I mean, the distance, the accuracy from his own 40-yard line. Boomed it. When I talk about dynamite off the leg, that's exactly what that was.
Wow. I think it might have had a couple more yards to spare, too. That was impressive from Cam Little. That's the end of the second quarter, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the score, the Steelers 14, the Jaguars 9. The UPMC halftime report is up next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
PNC Bank and the Pittsburgh Steelers share a commitment to showcasing the brilliance of Pittsburgh's small business community through the Women of Steel Small Business Spotlight. PNC and the Steelers are helping local women-owned small businesses shine. Each year, this program recognizes and supports businesses that build and move the city of Pittsburgh forward by providing marketing support as well as mentorship from the Steelers, PNC Bank, and PNC certified women's business advocates. With PNC Bank and the Pittsburgh Steelers teaming up to support small business, there's no telling how brilliant Pittsburgh can be.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrisure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at Northwest.com. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play PA Lottery online and get a first-time deposit match up to $1,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. By Pennsylvania One Call System. Call 811 before you dig. By Pepsi, the official soft drink sponsor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By PNC, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at SchneiderDowns.com. By Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at the Steelers Pro Shop at shop.steelers.com. By UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And by RE/MAX Select Realty, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visit RE/MAXSelectPittsburgh.com.
Welcome to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wes Schuler with you here in Jacksonville. Halftime at Everbank Stadium, where it's Steelers 14, Jags 9. The Steelers First Half Recap is brought to you by PNC Bank, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and brilliantly boring since 1865. Jacksonville started with the football. Long drive, 7 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock, 12 plays, 44 yards. Cam Little from 41 away to give Jacksonville a 3-0 lead. Steelers ensuing possession, an impressive one. 9 plays, 65 yards, capped off by Mason Rudolph to Darnell Washington.
Yep. Snap to Rudolph, back to pass, looking, fires over the middle of the field, complete to Washington, touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers, right up the left seam, and Washington will dunk it over the goalpost.
From 19 yards out, and it was 7-3 Steelers with just under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Cam Little, you're going to hear his name a lot here. He was true on the Jaguars' following drive. 12 plays, 36 yards, stalling out again. Little true from 40 yards this time. That made it 7-6 Pittsburgh. And then an impressive 2-minute drive for the Steelers, led by Skylar Thompson. 11 plays, 85 yards. Finding the rookie out of Notre Dame, Max Hurlman, for the 3-yard touchdown pass.
Thompson gets a snap, looking right, now going to throw toward the corner of the end zone, sliding grab just inside the pylon by Hurlman, who does a backflip, makes the grab, and the Steelers, with 24 seconds left in the first half, have their second touchdown of the first half.
Yeah, and with just 24 seconds left in the half, that made it 14-6. We thought that was basically going to do it, but the Jaguars able to get into field goal range for Cam Little, apparently true from 70 yards away on the final play of the first half. And folks, that would have been good from 72, 73 yards. One of the more impressive kicks I have ever seen in my life. 14-9 Pittsburgh after 30 minutes. We'll take a look at the NFL scoreboard, some other preseason games across the league when we return. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
Ready for a new ride? South Hills Kia has the ride and the price you'll love. Brand new 2025 Kia Telluride SAWD as low as $399 for 24 months with $39.99 due at signing. 2025 Kia Sportage LXAWD for $249 a month for 24 months with $39.99 due at signing. Or rates as low as 0%. Lease offers exclude taxes and fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles a year. Expires September 2nd, 2025. Visit SouthHillsKia.net for details.
Hi, I'm John Henney, fourth-generation family owner of Henney Jewelers. We know Pittsburgh loves to support local businesses. At Henney Jewelers, our experienced, highly skilled, and friendly team is ready to help you with all of your jewelry needs. From the moment you step into our newly renovated store in Shadyside, you'll experience the Henney difference, an inviting atmosphere, luxury shopping, and the highest quality engagement ring and jewelry selection anywhere. Visit HenneyJewelers.com for information and appointments, or simply walk in. Henney Jewelers, your jewelers for life.
It's the old
2-9er for Always Safe Flagging and Traffic Control. When safety is your number one priority, choose Always Safe Flagging and Traffic Control. Family owned and dedicated to making traffic safe again. With paid training for new employees, competitive pricing, and 24/7 emergency crews. Always Safe is ready for any job in PA, Ohio, and West Virginia. They provide all necessary equipment, including crash trucks with attenuators. Visit awsafe.net. Join the best in the industry and let's get to work.
The Pittsburgh Steelers play here on DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hey, this is Randy Baumann. All week with the DVE Morning Show, we feature Steelers players and coaches. We'll have a deep dive with Rob King for the Steelers Power Hour, former NFL ref Gene Steratore, and so much more. Only on your Steelers flagship, WDVE Pittsburgh.
Halftime at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it is the Steelers 14, the Jags 9 after 30 minutes. Let's take a look at the NFL scoreboard around the rest of the league. It's brought to you by Number One Cochran, the preferred automotive dealer group of the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 preseason games in the books earlier from today. The Giants take down the Bills in Buffalo 34-25. The Vikings at home beat the Texans 20-10. 4 other games going on right now across the National Football League as well. The Chiefs are up 7-0 on the Cardinals in Arizona. Jets up 7-0 on the Packers at Lambeau Field. The Bucs are hosting the Titans. They are up 10-7 on Tennessee late in the second quarter. And at the half, the Rams lead the Cowboys 14-6 out in L.A. I'll break down the first half stats for you when we return on the other side. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hey, it's Brian Murphy, owner of Easy Home Exteriors. When it comes to roofing, I know you have options, but not all roofers are created equal. I'm local, I'm hands-on, and I'm never selling out to some private equity firm. This is my business, and I stand behind every roof we install. I use quality materials, have fair pricing, and we do the job right, without the pressure and without breaking the bank. If your roof needs attention, give me a call. No gimmicks, no games, just roofing done right. Call 412-678-7008 or visit EasyDidIt.com.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind eStore Common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Planting a tree, putting in a new sprinkler system, digging a trench, no matter the project. If it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at pa1call.org. pa1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging. Check out 7-time World Pizza Champions, Caliente Pizza and Draft House's new website and new menu at worldsbestpizza.com. Caliente Pizza and Draft House proudly serves the finest local ingredients in 8 convenient locations throughout Pittsburgh for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. And be sure to visit Caliente at Steelers Training Camp on August 5th and 6th for a free slice of the world's best pizza. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, 7-time World Pizza Champions, and now the official pizza of WDVE.
Listen after the game for the Mike Tomlin press conference on DVE.
Halftime in Jacksonville here at Everbank Stadium, where the Steelers lead the Jags 14-9. Let's take a look at our first half stats. They're brought to you by Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at SchneiderDowns.com. Efficient quarterback play for the Steelers so far. Mason Rudolph, 9 of 10, 84 yards and 1 touchdown. Skylar Thompson, 8 of 9, 83 yards and 1 touchdown. Both of those guys efficient and crisp so far. Scotty Miller, 4 receptions for 47 yards. Max Hurleman, 2 catches for 29 yards and the touchdown. Good to see Roman Wilson get involved as well, too. Early, 2 receptions for 24 yards, including that 19-yarder. And in the run game, Caleb Johnson, 8 attempts for 18 yards to this point. And then Skylar Thompson with 1 rush for 3 yards. On the Jacksonville side, the talented two-way rookie Travis Hunter, 2nd overall pick. We've seen him on both sides of the football. He had 2 receptions for 9 yards there in the first half. Team stats, 11 first downs for the Steelers, 8 for Jacksonville. Steelers are 4 of 6 on third down conversions. The Jags just 2 of 7. Thanks to Caliente Pizza and Draft House for feeding our crew tonight back at studio headquarters. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, the pizza of champions. I'm Wes Schuler, and you've been listening to the UPMC Halftime Report. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll have the second half kickoff for you right after this. You are listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
With more than 100 diverse consulting offerings, Schneider Downs doesn't focus on what service to provide, but rather what problems they can help you solve. Tax and accounting, digital consulting and cybersecurity, risk management, and financial advisory. Learn more at SchneiderDowns.com.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Work days and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
Summer should be a time for fun, not hunger. For many kids, summer break means a break from reliable meals. You can help. Give today so every child has the food they need to thrive. Visit PittsburghFoodBank.org/summer meals. PittsburghFoodBank.org/summer meals.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Pella Windows, viewed to be the best. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. For every touchdown the black and gold score in 2025, Clearview Federal Credit Union will donate $500 to the Light of Life mission. Clearview, your financial partner for a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. By Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By Henny Jewelers. Pittsburgh's choice jewelry store for engagement rings, luxury jewelry, and watches. By Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By South Hills Kia. South Hills Kia has the ride and a price you'll love. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. And by First National Bank. Can your bank do that? Welcome to FNB. Let's get started. Member FDIC.
Everbank Stadium, second half. We know Cam Little as a driver hit a 70-yard. He doesn't appear to have that wedge game, though. He kicked it into the end zone. The Steelers have the ball at the 35-yard line to begin the second half. Skylar Thompson in the shotgun gets the snap. Pressure, looking, will throw left and underneath Trey Sermon. And Sermon will be dropped in the left flat for a loss of a yard on the play. Tonight's second half previews brought to you by PA Lottery. Play PA Lottery online and get a first-time deposit match up to $1,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Just looking for this offense to look crisp here and the defense to look crisp.
Yeah, trying to get them crisp out here and moving the ball down the field.
2nd and 11, ball in the left hash at the 34-yard line of the Steelers after that loss of 1. Hurleman moves in motion right to left. Thompson, high snap, is able to corral it, hands up the middle to Sermon, and Sermon finds tough sledding. Will pick up a yard or two to the 36 as we head downstairs to Ramon Foster. Ramon?
Yes, man, just a couple of nuggets from Coach Tomlin, man. Said he was super proud of that second offensive line group, man, being able to drive down the field. They didn't hurt themselves, man. Were very good and methodical with what they needed to do. Also point out a little nugget too, man. When you look at Peyton Wilson, his ability to be the green dot, man, just shows his maturity and that he's ready to elevate himself for that leadership role right there. So good tidbit from him about Peyton Wilson.
Oh, thank you very much, Ramon. Yeah, he has really developed and, showed out last year as a rookie, and then this year that leadership element, has that natural leadership skill that coaches love to see. And now they're going to call for a measurement here, I believe. This would be pretty obvious. The ball's spotted at the 44.5. If it's not touching the 45, and it's clearly, visibly not touching the 45, it's short, but maybe they want this. They have this new measurement system in which they triangulate cameras with Hawkeye technology for virtual measurement. They'll show it up on the scoreboard. I think eventually it's supposed to move more crisply than this, but kind of both teams milling around. They're going to show it up on the scoreboard. You see that in the, here it is now. We're seeing it on the scoreboard.
4th down.
It's 1 feet 7 inches short.
Had to show that.
I think we could have come up with a couple,
all those millions of dollars, Rob.
Yeah.
All those millions of dollars to get this virtual assessment system. We're going to show it at least once, guys.
I think the Max Starks Hawkeye technology would have had that short. As Thompson briskly moves to the line of scrimmage. He's under center. Steelers going for it here on 4th and 1.7 feet, says Hawkeye technology. And the give. Sermon, right side. He's hit in the backfield. He is not going to get there. Spins forward and is dropped. And the Jaguars have turned it over on downs inside Steelers territory. DeAndre Prince came up to make the hit.
That was a tough one. Trying to get some motion there. Ventrell Miller, of course, the guy finishing it off, the other linebacker after the initial contact to make sure that Trey Benson didn't roll over the defender because technically he wasn't on the ground yet. Smart heads-up play for them, but you put this Steelers defense in a very sticky predicament going into the start of the second half.
13:31 remains third quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score: the Steelers 14, the Jaguars 9.
Barry Wargenis from the Gateway Clipper. Host your wedding, social event, or corporate dinner and showcase the city to your guests. Destination entertainment with dinner, drinks, and unbeatable sights. Book your boat today. Visit gatewayclipper.com for information.
At Washington and Jefferson College, we don't just equip you for what's next. We empower you to adapt and thrive. At W&J, bold academics meet professors who coach you to succeed. Real-world experience is built into every major. So when you graduate, you're not just ready, you're game ready. Schedule your campus visit today at washjeff.edu. That's washjeff.edu and see where your journey begins. Washington and Jefferson College, where you learn to adapt to any challenge and thrive in the ever-changing world.
You're up for tailgating season at Don's Appliances. Shop our in-stock selection of refrigerators, ranges, and more from your favorite brands like Cafe and GE Profile. Get guaranteed lowest prices and free next-day delivery. Visit donsappliances.com.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind e-store Common App from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Everbank Stadium, the Jaguars have turned the Steelers over on downs, have the ball at the Steelers' 44-yard line. It's set right in the middle of the field. They're moving left to right in front of us as Mullins, the veteran quarterback, under center. He's taken over for Trevor Lawrence and has taken every snap since. As Bashal Tootin is alone, set back, play action pass. Back, pressure coming, throws off his back foot, lofting deep and intercepted. It is picked off by Cam McCutcheon, scrambles to his feet, and now is going to be dropped inside the 5-yard line by Austin Trammell, but Cam McCutcheon goes up the interception, and now a flag behind the play back at the 43-yard line, and that's where you might expect this perhaps to be on the Steelers. Back where the quarterback Mullins released the ball. Let's get the call from referee Alex Kemp.
Helmet tap potentially on this one?
Yeah, that's the area of the field where you think that might be the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 92, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Isaiah Loudermilk is going to wipe out the Cameron McCutcheon interception. Ooh, wow.
That looked more like helmet-to-helmet contact there as he was coming through on that one as I watched the replay. And it was a mass. I mean, he knocked over the guy blocking him, which looked to be tight end. Who's number 80 there for the Jaguars? Not up on my roster that well. No, sorry, that was Josh Cephas.
Yeah.
They got
Wide
blown
receiver.
up trying to block off the edge. And he gets knocked down, and Isaiah Loudermilk kind of trips helmet-to-helmet contact. Unfortunate incidental contact, but still nonetheless, you got to keep the cues clean in this league.
So the ball's at the 29-yard line of the Steelers, wiping out that interception by McCutcheon. Mullins gets a snap, looking right now over the middle of the field, and he's going to have his man there, moving right to left and scrambling back up to his feet as James Pierre makes the stop. That was Trenton Irwin, the veteran, who gets it down to about the 19. They're going to give him first down yardage. So Irwin got up, had not been touched down, and is able to pick up a first down for the Jaguars.
And pressure was barreling down on Nick Mullins as he delivered that. But James Pierre doesn't touch him when he hits the ground. He gets up, and then second contact, second effort gives the Jaguar a fresh set of downs inside the red zone.
Mullins saunters up under center. Will bring Cephas in motion right to left across the formation. Ball on the right hash. 12:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Play action pass. Rolling out to his right is Mullins, throwing back across and finding once again Trenton Irwin inside the 10 and down close to the 6-yard line for a first down for the Jaguars. It was Quindell Johnson in coverage for the Steelers.
Reverse rollout by the Jaguars. They fake the handoff to the inside. Nick Mullins rolls out in tow. Trenton Irwin just sits down in a soft spot in the zone, makes himself available, makes a great body catch, and goes down for the first down for the Jaguars.
Ball on the right hash, first and goal. 12 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Mullins under center as Bashal Tootin as the lone setback. Now we'll drop back into the shotgun formation, and it is illegal motion on the part of the Jaguars.
False start, offense number 74. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Oh, Fred Johnson, obviously a former Steeler, was here before and has been a journeyman, most recently with the Philadelphia Eagles, won a Super Bowl there as a backup tackle for them, has the flinch when they move back in motion from under center to the backfield in a shotgun position, and Steelers get a little bit of a break and a little bit of breathing room from that end zone area.
So second and goal, they're going to call it second and goal from just inside the 12-yard line. Owens in the shotgun as Tootin to his right, 3 receivers split to the left and 1 to the right. See, there's defensive line shifts, and now they're going to bring pressure. The throw by Mullen, and he catches his man on the slant. It is a touchdown for Irwin. Pierre in coverage, beautifully thrown ball under pressure by Mullins. Touchdown for the Jaguars, and they take the lead.
And first touchdown for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Inside slot position, one-step slant on the inside by Trenton Irwin, and James Pierre just can't get there fast enough, just about a step behind. And now we see the Jaguars going for the 2-point conversion here, not opting for the sure-footed Cam Little. They want to try something new. This is the preseason, so why not try it?
And trying to get themselves back up by 3 points here. Right now it's 15-14, 11:21 remaining here in the third quarter. Steelers having some personnel issues, and the ball hasn't been snapped yet. Mullins is indicating something to the officials.
For the clock to be reset.
I never chopped it ready.
Okay, thank you, ref.
Yep.
He never chopped it ready. I didn't know that was a phrase.
So now they're holding out, and that's a break for the Steelers, who had a little bit of confusion there defensively as Mullins gets under center. Tootin behind him. Brings Cephas in motion. Play action pass. Rolling out to his right is Mullins. Mullins looking, will throw towards the end zone. Incomplete. Quindell Johnson in good coverage on the tight end Hunter Long, and so the Steelers deny the 2-point conversion. 11:21 remains in the third quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score: the Jaguars 15, the Steelers 14.
What is life-changing medicine? Is it returning to the playing field or your favorite hiking path after an injury? Or running with your grandkids after a joint replacement? At UPMC, life-changing medicine is all those things. Through innovative research, rehabilitation, and advanced surgical procedures, our experts get you back to what you love doing. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Steelers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
Ready for a new ride? South Hills Kia has the ride and the price you'll love. Brand new 2025 Kia Sorento SAWD as low as $329 for 24 months with $39.99 due at signing, or rates as low as 0%. Or the 2025 Kia Seltos LXAWD starting at $229 for 24 months with $34.99 due at signing, or rates as low as 1.9%. Lease offers exclude taxes and fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles a year. Expires September 2nd, 2025. Visit SouthHillsKia.net for details.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hope you stay tuned after the game for the Mike Tomlin post-game press conference, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Touchdown pass after the Steelers turned the ball over on downs from Mullins to Irwin has given them the lead. Now Cam Little, who kicked a 70-yard field goal on the final play of the first half, boots it, and it's going to be taken by Deshaun Jameson. Heading up the right side of the field, crosses the 20, the 25, and out to the 30, maybe the 31-yard line, which is where the Steelers will take over. Now, keep in mind, the longest field goal in NFL history in regular season is 66 yards. Yeah. Cam Little kicked a 70-yard field goal. 70 yards, Max.
That is astounding. And had a little bit extra.
Yeah.
Could have jumped back, and I talked to the Jaguars radio broadcast team. They said he kicked a 72-yarder in practice. That was good. So they were expecting him to kick a long-distance field goal in this game.
Ball at the 31-yard line, right hash. Skylar Thompson under center. Brings Hayward in motion and will pitch, and this is Caleb Johnson nowhere to go and cut off on the backside and dropped for a loss on the play. Just nothing doing there as Danny Strigow and others. Jordan Lewis was the defensive back, or I beg your pardon, Christian Braswell, the defensive back, closing from the backside, and a loss of about half a yard in the play.
Yeah, this is one the Steelers have been working in training camp, bringing the long motion in and kind of digging out the safety, but right there, no success on that run play.
They're going to call it 2nd and 12 back at just inside the 30-yard line. As Thompson gets a snap back, wants to throw, and on the crossing pattern, it's low and bounces off the knee of intended receiver Max Hurleman. So at the 10:33 mark, it'll be 3rd and 12 here in this third quarter.
Yeah, pressure in the face of Thompson as he released that football. It just went a little low, and Hurleman tried to go to one knee, but it bounced right off of that knee in between his two hands trying to haul that ball in.
So we've seen Hurleman, again, that's a catch he'd probably like to make. Has had a couple of those, but has also had a couple fine catches on the other end. There's a tight end, Galbraith, in motion left to right, settles to the right of the formation. Thompson in the shotgun. Jaguars will bring 4. Thompson back to pass. Looking, throws over the middle of the field as a man wide open, and it's Williams. And Williams, a stutter step move at the 50 and crosses down to the 45 and down to the 41-yard line. There's a flag behind the play. As of right now, a big gainer of 20 yards into Jaguars territory.
While the quarterback had the ball in the pocket, illegal contact. Defense number 21. Penalties decline. First down.
That's Christian Braswell, and what a play. Beautiful play. Keyshawn Williams makes the grab wide open and then makes a man miss and picks up 20 yards.
Beautiful play there. Skylar Thompson put it right on the receiver, and then, like you said, Keyshawn Williams goes left, crosses back to the right.
That looked like a crossover dribble.
I mean, it looked like an M1 mixtape. Yeah. Let's just be honest. And it gets great yardage to get into Jaguars territory.
Under center now with Hall checking in at the running back position for the Steelers. Evan Hall, play action pass. Thompson back will try to get it to Hall in the right flat, but that was well defensed. Looked like the Jaguars knew exactly what was coming, and it's incomplete as Ventrell Miller out there in coverage in the right flat.
Yeah, Ventrell Miller off, and the Jaguars sending edge pressure from the left-hand side, faking the run motion to the right, so there's open on the back side. They chased him down, forced him to take a step up on his passing delivery, therefore couldn't drive through the ball, and therefore it came up a little bit short and skipped into the receiver.
Shotgun formation for Thompson as Hull to his left. H-backs to each side of the formation as Thompson gets the snap. Jaguars bringing pressure. Fired over the middle of the field. This is complete down inside the 25, or about right at the 25 for Rock Taylor on a crossing pattern right to left. They're going to mark it at the 25 and another easy Steelers first down.
And a great job by Rock Taylor running the inside slant route in that movement to make his body available for the catch.
Thompson in the hurry-up. Gets a snap. Will give to Hull. Hull off left guard. Will poke his way forward. Hull, a fifth-round pick of the Colts back in 2023. Looking to make this roster. Picks up about 4 yards down to the 22-yard line.
And Jordan Jefferson in on the stop. Good, successful plays. We talked about 4 yards. Haven't seen that breakout play yet from the running back group. And now we've seen Caleb Johnson tote the rock. We've seen Trey Sermon tote the rock. And, of course, Evan Hull now the next guy up in that running back room to tote the rock.
And Thompson under center has Sermon as a lone setback. Play action pass, rolling out to his left. Pressure coming backside. A little shovel pass forward. And this is Trey Sermon. And Sermon angling to his left, makes a couple men miss, gets inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. First down, Steelers, who are now entering the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz.
And that's just a beautiful play, heads-up play. That's a veteran play by Skylar Thompson. I can't take the full step and throw, so why not just go with the pitch on the inside? Trey Sermon does a great job turning his pads north and finding and identifying where the first down marker is and lunging forward for the first down.
Sermon to the left of Thompson in the shotgun. First down, 8:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Thompson gets a snap, throws towards the end zone. Rock Taylor well covered there by Christian Braswell, and it was incomplete behind him. Really wasn't open there, and so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, low and to the outside in a place where only Rock Taylor, if he was going to attempt to make a play on it, would have been the only guy in there shielding it away from Christian Braswell in that moment, but not a catchable ball, about a 2 yard short before it got to Rock Taylor.
Thompson to the line of scrimmage, and now going to settle in the shotgun with Sermon to his left. 3 receivers to the right. One of them, Connor Hayward, motions right, left, and then goes back to the right. Thompson gets the snap, setting up the screen, has Sermon wide open with blockers in front, and Sermon will rumble into the end zone for a touchdown for the Steelers, who retake the lead.
Beautiful setup there by the offensive line. The way you get a screen to work, your offensive line, especially to the play side of the screen, you've got to have a lazy pass set to force the defender to come upfield, and then you kind of leak out a little bit late. Great job to get them up there, and then, of course, getting into the lane possibly. And we haven't seen a screen touchdown like that in a long time, so good to see Arthur Smith opening up the playbook, and, of course, it ends in pay dirt.
And here's Saul's extra point attempt with Johnston on the hold. It is up. It is good. And the Steelers have retaken the lead, having just scored from the Heinz red zone. And during Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. 7:57 remains third quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score: the Steelers 21, the Jaguars 15.
Check out 7-time World Pizza Champions Caliente Pizza and Draft House's new website and new menu at worldsbestpizza.com. Caliente Pizza and Draft House proudly serves the finest local ingredients in 8 convenient locations throughout Pittsburgh for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. And be sure to visit Caliente at Steelers Training Camp on August 5th and 6th for a free slice of the world's best pizza. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, 7-time World Pizza Champions, and now the official pizza of WDVE.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
You win every time you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. The team there is your first line of defense to help you save time and money with their powerful fleet of delivery trucks. And their new showroom is now open. Score big with Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and more. They've got everything you need under one roof to get you to the red zone. Check them out online at CGRWholesaleRoofing.com.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. Joe, it's commonly known that NSS Life has a wide range of insurance products and high-yielding annuities that are among the industry's best.
You're right, Bill. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Protecting and providing for your family. That's NSS Life.
NSS Live, where family matters.
Headed to watch the black and gold in Latrobe? After the final whistle, it's your time to play at Live Casino. It's a world of excitement just minutes away at Westmoreland Mall with 750 slots, 40 table games, a poker room, and FanDuel Sportsbook. Then kick back at Sports and Social Steel City with game-changing specials and live sports on our 40-foot video wall. Win like the black and gold at Live Casino, Route 30 in Greensburg. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen after the game for the Mike Tomlin press conference on DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers audio network.
When the game ends, the analysis just gets started. Randy Baumann and the DVE Morning Show bring you the best coverage all week that takes you to the next game on your Steelers flagship. WDVE Pittsburgh.
Ben Saul's the boot going to be taken by Trenton Irwin right at the goal line. Going to head straight up the middle of the field. And, he is pounded as he gets to the 23-yard line. Carson Bruner's been out there a lot. We saw Trey Sermon in there as well as Jack Sawyer. So good job at the special teams unit of the Steelers as we head down to Ramon Foster. Ramon.
Man, absolutely marvelous series right there by that second unit, man. Of course, Skylar Thompson did this thing with a lot of poise. Also, man, the big boys up front were able to run the ball how they needed to. But, again, I got to give a lot of credit to the skill guys and Skylar Thompson, man, to cap that off also with a screen. And now you got on the sideline Andrews Pete with a face full of blood, man. That's old school Steeler football right there.
Yeah, just signed a couple of days ago, joining this offensive line for the Steelers, former Pro Bowler, as the ball is set at the 23-yard line and a handoff straight up the middle to Bashal Tootin, and Tootin will pick up about 4 yards as John Wolford has checked in at the quarterback position for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 7:35 and counting remaining here in the third quarter as the Steelers have retaken the lead on that Trey Sermon 12-yard screen pass.
And just a great drive by the offense now. Not winning the time of possession battle, still about 41 seconds behind the Jaguars, but the efficiency, 3 drives have ended in touchdowns and not field goals. Great job by the Steelers offense tonight.
Wolford under center. Turn and will hand off the right side. This is Tootin looking for some room, and Tootin is hit by Jamison. Is able to spin off a little bit and get to the 30, but good aggressive tackle by Deshaun Jamison.
A lot of violence at the point, which is something I know Wolf would be really proud of to see. Julius Westschalf, the German knife maker, as he affectionately calls him, takes on the pulling guard, turns him to the inside, and forces ball back into where your defense is, and it minimizes the gain. And, of course, having a guy like Jamison putting his face in the fan as a little guy taking on a bigger back was always nice to see.
Yeah, Deshaun Jamison played 15 games with Carolina a couple of years ago, so he's a guy with some experience. Third down, and now a whistle as the ball is snapped. Looks like a false start. John Wolfer.
False start. Offense, number 80. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Don't put that on the big guys. That was a tweener.
Josh Cephas, the wide receiver, gets called for that.
Yeah, he was called on that. That's a tweener guy. He's the guy that you see, as we watch it, Rob, has been the guy digging out the safety. So they're bringing him in for some more blocking duties, attaching himself to the end of the line of scrimmage. He flinches there. That's what happens when you're a part-timer, not a full-timer with your hand in the dirt. You get those moments.
3rd and 8. Wolford standing back at his 20-yard line. Ball set right in the middle of the field. Jaguars moving left to right in front of us. Wolford gets the snap. Steelers bringing pressure. Wolford will roll out to the left. Gets around to the right, I beg your pardon. Will throw downfield, incomplete. Rolled around Welshoff and got to the edge, but good coverage downfield, and the Jaguars will go 3 and out.
And that's a good job by this defense. After a score, you want to force the opposing offense off the field. So great pressure up the middle. Looked like we had some Isaiah Loudermilk action there. Julius Welshoff as well, forcing Wolford out to his right and then running out of sideline, almost about to run into the sideline. He throws the ball up in a Hail Mary type of situation, but throws it out of bounds.
5:59, clock stop, third quarter, 4th and 8. Cook to boot. Oh, it's a low, wobbling kick. It's going to bounce, and Keyshawn Williams will rush up, but no chance to catch this. It's going to roll dead on the near side of the field at about the 27-yard line of the Steelers, which is where they will take over with 5:47 remaining in the third quarter. And the score, the Steelers 21, Jacksonville 15. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Planting a tree? Putting in a new sprinkler system? Digging a trench? No matter the project, if it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law, and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at pa1call.org. pa1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With nearly 900 physicians and 7,300 employees, we are the third largest health system in Western Pennsylvania. We've earned top honors for the quality of our care, including recognition from U.S. News and World Report and Health Grade. We are Independence Health System, comprising Butler, Clarion, Frick, Latrobe, and Westmoreland hospitals. And we're changing the landscape of healthcare in our region by providing low-cost, high-quality care through superb clinical expertise and the latest technology. Independence Health System. Expert care here.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind e-store Common App from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, the Jaguars took the opening drive, kicked the field goal. Steelers got a 19-yard touchdown pass from Rudolph to Darnell Washington to go up 7-3. Another field goal from Little made it 7-6. Then a Skylar Thompson touchdown pass to Hurleman made it 14-6 before Little's 70-yard field goal closed the scoring in the first half to make it 14-6. The two teams have exchanged touchdowns, and the Steelers enjoying a 21-15 lead. 5:47 remaining third quarter. They have the ball at their own 27-yard line. Moving right to left in front of us, Skylar Thompson gets a snap. Play action pass. Back looking, throws to the right and incomplete. Easy
obvious
flag there as Keyshawn Williams was shoved from behind by Danico Slaughter before the ball got there. This should be pass interference.
Yeah, this PI.
Pass interference. Defense, number 25. Ball's placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
And a short pickup, but it moves the sticks, and the ball at the 35-yard line set at the right hash of the Steelers. 5:42 remaining here in the third quarter, and the Steelers enjoying a 21-15 lead. Skylar Thompson has gotten a good long run here at the quarterback position for the Steelers.
And definitely a couple of drives. Like you said, 2 touchdowns already on the day. 14 of 18 passing thus far in the contest.
Play action pass. Thompson rolling out to the left, looking and going to throw, and has it batted away. It was intended for Connor Hayward, but instead it was knocked away by Yasir Abdullah. So a couple of guys running drag patterns right to left, and just a little more air needed under this throw by Thompson, and a nice job by Abdullah.
Yeah, Abdullah went and reached up for that one. I thought he was going to snag it down like a defensive rebound, but luckily tipped the ball going to the ground, lived to fight another down here for Skylar Thompson,
who is in the shotgun now with Hull to his right. He will move Galbraith right to left, and now settles back to the right does Galbraith. Snap to Thompson, looking right, throwing, and it is to Galbraith, who is able to grab it at the 41-yard line at the far sideline and pick up about 6 yards to bring up a 3rd and 4.
And a nice job on the breaking route. You talked about the motion and coming back to that side. Galbraith taking 3 steps up and just breaking out to the right and Skylar Thompson does a great job putting the ball right on Galbraith to get that lost yardage, and now moving to a third manageable situation.
Thompson gets a snap. Jaguars bringing pressure. Thompson throws and has a man wide open, and it is McCutcheon, and McCutcheon makes the grab and struggles forward out to the 48-yard line, so Lance McCutcheon gives the Steelers a first down.
And a beautiful over route ran from the right side by McCutcheon. Only receiver to that right side. Just runs, gets into the soft spot of the zone, makes himself open between the hashes. Skylar Thompson scans. Skylar Thompson sees. Skylar Thompson delivers.
And Skylar Thompson moves to the line of scrimmage under center here with 4:33 and counting remaining here in this third quarter. And Thompson will turn around and look back as Caleb Johnson, I beg your pardon, that's Sermon behind him. Sermon starts left, goes right after getting the handoff, and now flag comes flying in late as Sermon picks up 7 yards to the 45 of the Jaguars. But let's see what that flag's going to be about.
We see meandering backwards by the offense.
Holding, defense number 92. 5-yard penalty added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Not so fast, Danny Strigow and company. Better move back the other way.
Hey, listen. They look guilty. Don't look guilty.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was the thing. They started walking backwards as though, like, man, I guess I did something. You didn't do anything wrong. It was defensive holding. Let's keep it going, fellas. Keep the momentum going in the forward direction.
4:04 and counting remaining here in the third quarter. Thompson under center. Play action pass. Back. Looking. Steps up. Fires. And on the crossing route, it is once again Rock Taylor moving left to right, and Taylor inside the 20 and driven out of bounds on the far side of the field at the 18-yard line. And the Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz.
And once again, the middle of the field is available, ladies and gentlemen. I know something we didn't see the last couple of years here, but those crossing routes in the middle in a soft zone allows for guys, and especially a Rock Taylor, big physical receiver, to go out there and catch a ball in the middle of the field in traffic.
Thompson brings Woods, the veteran, in motion right to left, now goes back to the left. Now taps both sides of the helmet. His eligibles do the same. Something's changed here by Thompson at the line of scrimmage. He gets the snap, gives to Hull off the left side, and Hull picks his way forward. Initial surge made him have to skip past a would-be tackler and get down to about the 15, give him about a 3-yard gain. Yeah, they're going to call it 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it looked very good. It looked like the structure at the beginning had a nice push up into the line, had a defender off the edge, would force the cutback. The hole there in the NFL, they don't get that big, so when you see them, you better hit them as fast as possible, because if not, they'll close up like they did for Evan Hull.
Under 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Thompson, play action pass, rolling out to the right. Looking now, will throw to Hull in the right flat. Hull bangs his way forward, ridden out of bounds, inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. And it was Zechariah McPherson in coverage for the Jaguars.
Yeah, cornerback playing deep quarters coverage. Is able to come up and affect Hull right before he gets to the line to gain. So about 1 yard left on this third down to get a new fresh set of downs inside the 10-yard line.
Actually looked like Danico Slaughter, I beg your pardon, defensively there for the Jaguars. And it is a 3rd and 1, as Max said. In the shotgun is Thompson. He has Hull to his right. 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Now Hurleman will move across left to right. High snap, corral, then the handoff given to Hull. Really good job by Thompson to go up and get that snap, and Hull picks up first down yardage off left guard down to the 6.
And a great job there by the offensive line, just being able to can open a little bit of space for Hull to get through and slide through for the first down. Fresh set of downs, 1:52. Let's chew some clock, Steelers OL. Let's do it.
Ball at the 6-yard line on the left hash. Steelers getting set to break the huddle. So again, no hurry here. Under 1:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Hull is to the left of Thompson in the shotgun. 2 tight ends to the left of the formation. 2 receivers split to the right. Thompson gets the snap and will give to Hull off the right side, and Hull is bottled up. A little bit of a surge gets him back down to about the 7, but a loss of 1 on the play.
And on that one, looked like on the run play, you saw a late motion on the outside by the defense, and they kind of overshifted to that right side where the ball was run. So not enough bodies to block what the Teal Tigres, or the Jaguars, however you want to look at that, were able to bring in that moment.
Thompson back in the shotgun. Hold to the left. Quick snap, and the Steelers moved Yeah, false start. Steelers move before the snap.
False start. Offense number 68. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Andrus Pete on that one, playing left tackle here on the edge. And this is a guy who just got here 2 days ago and is trying to get used to the cadence and the voice of a new quarterback. Also trying to remember all the plays that are sent there. So a tough task for a guy and trying to get up to game speed. And, that's always a tough thing for a guy, even though he is a grizzled veteran. You still got to used to get to the voice. 2nd and goal back at the 12. 10th play of the drive for the Steelers. 33 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Thompson in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking right. Fakes. Now comes back to the left. Throws underneath the Hall. Right through his hands at the 10-yard line. Incomplete. Antonio Johnson in coverage for the Jaguars, and it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 12. Yeah, jars the ball loose right at the last second. Hall had his hands on it, but Johnson's able to squeeze his hand in there and makes a play on it, and Hall cannot haul it in. One thing that I saw you went there. One thing I would say, the field, there was a lot of rain today. You do wonder if it's a little slick. It's getting chewed up a little bit. Maybe the football a little slick out there. Thompson in the shotgun. Hold to his left. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. On a 3rd and goal from the 12. Thompson gets a snap. Back, looking. Now pressure comes late, and he's sacked and lost. The football still loose, and there is 1 Jaguar and about 5 Steelers down there. And the Steelers do come away with it as Hall, who makes the recovery after the sack on what will be the final play here of the third quarter. So the Steelers will be presumably attempting a field goal when we move to the fourth quarter. And it's time to make the switch to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Explore checking that lets you get paid up to 2 days early. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. With a score, the Steelers 21, the Jaguars 15. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
Oh, hey. Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
This is Max Starks. On the field, my job was all about protection. Keeping Big Ben upright, blocking the rush, securing the win. At home, I trust Pella Windows of Pittsburgh for that same level of protection and quality. Pella Windows are built tough. Like Pittsburgh, they're energy efficient and they look great too. So when it's time to replace your windows, go with the team that knows how to protect. Call Pella Pittsburgh at 412-219-2291 or visit PellaPittsburgh.com and tell them Max sent you.
U.S. Steel, we're engineering what's next. High-strength steel for safer, smarter cars, precision products for resilient, sustainable homes, innovative alloys powering clean energy and advanced construction. The transformation of U.S. Steel continues as we focus on delivering visionary steel solutions that serve customers and communities along with people and the planet. Together, we're building stronger next-generation steels right here in the U.S., mined, melted, and made in the USA. To learn more about the future of steel, visit ussteel.com.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The start of the fourth quarter is brought to you by Hyde Park. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for voting Hyde Park best steak in the city. Ball at the 18-yard line. Steelers moving left to right. Ben Sauls will try a field goal attempt. Cameron Johnston is on to hold. The ball being marked at the 26 on the far hash. This will be a 36-yard field goal attempt, and the kick by Sauls is up, and that kick by Ben Sauls is good. And the Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. Steelers enjoy now a 24-15 lead as we go downstairs to Ramon Foster.
Yes, indeed, man. Good cap-offs to be able to still get 3 points right there, man. Offense line had a little leakage right there. But, again, guys able to get back on the ball. They are slow and methodical up and down the field. I heard you guys upstairs earlier saying just milk this clock, man. In preseason games, you want to see the big boys up front just push. And they've been doing that, man. And, of course, some negativity and some penalties come with that. That's the price of doing business. But, again, no fretting, no back and forth on the sideline, just guys getting their corrections and moving forward.
And another great thing, Ramon, the Steelers took over the time of possession game, 24:02 to about 21:02. So a good 3-minute advantage for the Steelers. Of course, you know this, Ramon. Our goal always is to get 30 minutes or better in time of possession. And so having the team available to do that and in a position is always great.
Max, the real good ones, man, try to get a point a minute, and it seems like they're on pace for that.
And this one by Sauls drifts into the end zone. However, it will be returned by Dorian Singer, crosses the 25, and he is crunched as he gets to the 27-yard line. And that is where the Jaguars will have the ball, as the Steelers now enjoying a 24-15 lead. And again, it's preseason, so these things aren't all that important. But, remember the Jaguars went for 2. If they go for 1, it's 24-16 in a 1-score game. They're trying to make it a 3-score game. So, Liam Cohen maybe just wanted to run a 2-point play. But, again, figuring out when to go for 2, when not to go for 2. Some coaches will do it more liberally than others, depending upon who maybe the quarterback is, where they are.
Or your kicker situation.
Sure.
is always. That also plays into it as well.
John Wolford, the quarterback, gets the snap, slings out to the left side. This is Dorian Singer, makes the catch, ducks under a tackle, scoots up the left sideline, and picks up yardage out to the 47-yard line. So a gain of nearly 20 and a first down for the Jaguars.
Kyler McMichael, the first guy there, misses, and the spin move is attempted and created, allowing for that. This is one thing the Steelers are going to be harping on. Corners that can tackle. You cannot go up top and expect to just take a guy down. You've got to wrap and bring him to the ground.
Wolford under center now, quarterback for the Jaguars. Ball on the left hash, taps his helmet. 14-10 remaining. His teammates tap their helmets as well. Now Wolford gets a snap. He will give off the right side to Tootin, and penetration, and he is taken down. And it is Esezi Odamewo who makes the stop for maybe a loss of about a half a yard.
Beautiful explosion off the edge by Ezzy, because I'm not going to try and attempt that. Nope, I'm just going to let you say it. But a great job there to just blow that play up and take it down for a loss in the backfield. Also, Jack Sawyer forcing flow back into EO. At least I gave letters.
Wolford in the shotgun formation has Tootin to his right. Gets a snap, back to pass. Looking left, going to throw in that direction. Has a man out there. It is complete. And once again, stepping out of a tackle. This time it's Pankel. And once again, it was McMichael in coverage. But Pankel tore free and tore down the left sideline for a big gain.
And I said it before. I'm not going to harp on it again. But tackling. Tackling by corners. One thing that made our Steeler teams in the early 2000s great, they could tackle. Deshae Townsend, Ike Taylor, Bryant McFadden and company put their face in the fan. Kyler McMichael's going to have to step that up. That's 2 missed tackles on this drive.
And an empty set. But now Wolford will motion Tootin back, left of him in the shotgun. Taps both sides of the helmet. Teammates respond, changed play. Irwin back, pressure coming off the right side, off his back foot, incomplete. This time McMichael in coverage does a heck of a job. Pressure coming on the blitz by Jamison, and it's incomplete. It will be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that ball was attempted to Darius Lassiter, who, if you don't know, his father, Kwame Lassiter, he's the son of the late, great Kwame Lassiter, one of my good friends, and very good friend with the Tomlin family. So to see another son continuing that career and trying to make their name in the NFL.
Wolford under center here. 12:39 remaining in the fourth quarter. Gets a snap, gives to Tootin, starts right, tries to cut back left, and squirts up and finds himself a little bit of a hole and is going to be taken down. It is Devin Harper on the stop defensively, along with Carson Bruner for the Steelers.
And that one just a short gain, 2-yard gain there. 3rd and 8. Carson Bruner, you might recognize that name. That's the son of former tight end for the Steelers, Mark Bruner, drafted in this year's draft. Rookie trying to make a name for himself in the inside linebacking group. We've heard his name in special teams, which is always a good sign for a young player trying to crack a roster.
Singer in motion left to right. Now we'll move back to the left. Trips in that direction. Tootin is to the right of quarterback Wolford in the shotgun. Now Wolford steps up to the line of scrimmage, communicates with his lineman, and the Steelers bring pressure. Quick pass by Wolford out to the left flat, and Singer has some blockers in front, and Singer chased down by Jamison as he heads straight up the numbers and gets down inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle there, but really good audible out of that Steelers pressure.
Yeah, the pressure was coming on, dialed up by the Steelers. They see that there's an off-coverage opportunity for the slot to the left in a trips formation for the Jaguars, so they just throw the ball out there and allow the wide receivers to kind of do a good job of blocking, and Singer just weaves through, getting inside the 10-yard line.
Ball down to the 8-yard line. Wolford under center, gets a snap, gives. And Tootin straight up the middle of the field, and Tootin stays on his feet, and now a big scrum at the 3-yard line, crowd roaring, and the Jaguars shove him into the end zone, so Tootin gets 6 points for the Jags.
Second effort, third effort, and fourth effort all combined in there for Basil Tootin. The defense kept swarming, but they could not stop the surge of the little running back that could in Basil Tootin. I mean, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders in there for the black and gold, and the offensive line with assistance. And, of course, Basil kept his feet on the ground. That's always a key thing that the referees are looking for, whether those feet stop or not, and they get a touchdown.
Cam Little on to try the extra point. Mentioned first effort, second effort, third effort, and then the lineman came in and won that scrum battle. Here's the extra point attempt by Little. It is up. It is good. And we have ourselves a 2-point ball game. 11:02 remaining in the fourth quarter from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues with a score. The Steelers 24, the Jaguars 22.
Check out 7-time World Pizza Champions, Caliente Pizza and Draft House's new website and new menu at worldsbestpizza.com. Caliente Pizza and Draft House proudly serves the finest local ingredients in 8 convenient locations throughout Pittsburgh for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. And be sure to visit Caliente at Steelers Training Camp on August 5th and 6th for a free slice of the world's best pizza. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, 7-time World Pizza Champions, and now the official pizza of WDVE.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
Looking for an exciting career to start as early as this fall? Then consider the Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. They don't go to the office, they build it. Starting wage is over $27 an hour with great benefits while establishing an exciting career, not just a job. Apply today. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com. Apply now before time runs out. Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. They don't go to the office, they build it. IWLocal3.com.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
Tackle any project when you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. They'll put together a game plan that's a winner every time you need materials for your project. And their new showroom is now open. Stop in to check it out and see everything you need in person. Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and much more. They'll help you get to the red zone of your project every time. Check them out online at CGRWholesaleRoofing.com.
This is game day with the Pittsburgh Steelers on DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers audio network.
The Point After, Chalk Talk, and the Steelers Preview Show are coming soon when the regular season starts. Only on your Steelers flagship, WDVE Pittsburgh.
At Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, the Jaguars have just scored to cut the Steelers' lead to 2, 24-22, 11:02 remaining. Cam Little with a big leg is going to land this at the 1-yard line where Antoine Jamison will take it up the right side. Now cuts back to the left, moves towards the middle of the field, makes a man miss, and gets out to about the 34-yard line. So a fine return by Antoine Jamison. Here are the latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Get the financial answers you need. ClearviewFCU.org. And the Rams leading Dallas 17-16. Tampa Bay on top of Tennessee 13-7. The Chiefs lead Arizona 14-10. The Jets over Green Bay 17-3. San Francisco leading Denver 9-3 in that game. So Deshaun Jameson with a fine return gives the Steelers good field position at their own 33-yard line. Skylar Thompson under center, play action pass, rolling out to the right, looking downfield, now looking back left, will roll out and tried to get it out along the left sideline to Lou Nichols, but it is batted down by DeJuan Smoot, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Not much there. Pressure coming really quick off of the right side and forcing Skylar Thompson to break out to his left. Not a lot to do there. And then Dwayne Smoot was just sitting out there waiting. I thought he was doing jumping jacks at one point, but swats the ball down.
Kind of an interesting looking play, like kind of a safety valve screen on the back side.
Yeah, it was a passing play that had that quote unquote, you call it like a break style play on the back end.
Skylar Thompson in the shotgun gets the snap. Back to pass, looking now will set up the screen. Underneath, this is complete. And Nichols looking for some room, and Nichols spins off a man, and Lou Nichols does a fine job getting the ball out to the 42-yard line. Looked like it's going to be about a 4 or 5 yard gain. He picks up 9 instead before Cameron Silman-Craig can make the stop.
And a great job by rookie Aiden Williams getting out there, Max Sharping as well. And, of course, Lou Nichols doing the whirling dervish out there, spinning, double spinning, and getting forward to now a 3rd and short with great opportunity. And guess what? Clock's still running there, Kinger.
3rd and 1, under 10:15 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Steelers enjoying a 24-22 lead. Thompson comes out in the shotgun, has Nichols to his right on this 3rd and 1. 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right, tight end that way as well. The snap and the give to Nichols, and Nichols off the left side will lean forward and pick up a 1st down out to the 44-yard line. Nichols, 7th-round pick of Green Bay back in 2023. And, an interesting backup running back group. Like Nichols was a 7th-round pick. Hall was a 5th-round pick. Sermon was a 3rd-round pick of the 49ers. Those guys all trying to knock on the door and be that next running back up behind the 3 running backs the Steelers already have.
Yeah, I feel like the Steelers will keep 4, so a nice little tight contest of veteran guys who have some experience trying to break through and be the 4th guy on this squad.
Thompson under center, taps both sides of his helmet. 9:20 remaining. Ball right in the middle of the field at the 45-yard line of the Steelers. Turn and the give to Nichols. Nichols right off of right tackle and will pick up about 3 out to the 48-yard line. Good authoritative-looking run there by Nichols as he picks up 3.
Yeah, good job running right behind Stephen Jones, a 2nd-year man from Oregon. Doing a great job at the point of attack. Aiden Williams as well, getting out there. And once again, churning up the yardage. A victory for the offense on 1st down is getting at least 4 yards in a run play, and they did exactly that.
Yep, they're going to call it 2nd and 6 as Thompson moves up to the line of scrimmage once again. We'll bring McCutcheon right to left and back to the left where he will settle outside the tackle box. Once again, Thompson pats both sides of his helmet. Now settles back under center. Gets the handoff, or gets a snap and gives the handoff to Nichols. And Nichols finds running room and bangs forward across the 45 and down to the 44. The Jaguars, man, a great hole there, but Nichols running with some authority.
He runs hard. That's one of the key things. And when they brought him in, they said, this guy can run physically. And he found a stop sign named Jack Kaiser. And, of course, he set him down real quick while getting that 1st down and moving the chains just a little bit further.
Kaiser, a 3rd-round rookie, and Jacksonville's really high on him.
They are, and he played really high on that.
Yeah, he got low.
He got lowered real quick.
Put him on the ground. Thompson under center, ball at the 44-yard line, left hash of the Jaguars. 7:53 and counting remaining here in this 4th quarter. Thompson once again goes to the helmet, now back under center. Will turn and give to Nichols off the left side. Bounces it outside, picks up a great block on the exterior and crosses the 35 and gets down to the 30-yard line. And that was Hayward out there with a great block on the perimeter.
Great lead block by Connor. but an even better stiff arm by Lou Nichols. It almost looked like when I go to the buffet and they're trying to tell me to stop, and I just push straight ahead, and that was a great job by Lou Nichols running really hard in this fourth quarter with the opportunity to play and taking full advantage.
Ball at the 30-yard line on the left hash. Thompson under center. He will move McCutcheon right to left and now back to the right. He's going to settle just outside the tackle box. Back under center goes Thompson, and now a timeout defensively here called by Jacksonville. So the Steelers marching. Jacksonville wants to talk things over defensively. 7 minutes even remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Steelers enjoying a 24-22 lead from Everbank Stadium. Steelers football continues right after this.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Work days and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Starting a home improvement project? Essential Utilities reminds you, before you build a deck, plant a tree, or put up a fence, call 811. Professionals from Underground Utilities like Peoples will mark your lines so you can dig safely. Whether you're doing the work yourself or hiring a professional, calling 811 is free for homeowners. And it's the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig to keep you and your family safe. Peoples, an Essential Utilities company.
Right now is the best time for you to sell your current home or buy your next one. Don't gamble with your largest asset. It's more important than ever to partner with the right real estate team. At RE/MAX Select Realty, their experienced full-time realtors will help remove the stresses of interest rates, multiple offers, and low inventory. Don't miss this limited opportunity to save on your next move. Call 724-933-6300 or visit RE/MAXSelectPittsburgh.com.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Steelers marching. They have the ball at the 30-yard line of the Jaguars. 7 minutes even remaining here in this fourth quarter with the Steelers up by 2, 24-22. They break the huddle on a 1st and 10 with Skylar Thompson at the quarterback position. Evan Hull, the lone setback behind him. McCutcheon moves in motion right to left, now heads back to the right. Jaguars pressuring the line of scrimmage. Thompson taps both sides of the helmet. His skill position players do the same. Now Thompson gets a snap and will give to Hull off the left side. Penetration, flag comes in behind the play. Hull makes one man miss, but that man tracked him back down on the backside and brought him down. That was Yasir Abdullah. And now let's get the call here from Alex Kemp. Now signals.
So glad I took that referee sign language class. Really paying off right now.
Yep, and again, it's holding on the Steelers, by the way.
He forgot to change his battery.
Holding.
Oh, there it is.
Offense number 72. The penalties declined. 2nd down.
Yep, instead of loss of 4.
Old Dougie Nestor.
Steelers, yep, back to the 34-yard line as Doug Nestor gets called for the penalty. 6:54, clock stops.
And, that was looked like he was going for the 2-point takedown.
Steelers would dearly like to pick up another 1st down and keep this clock moving here. The clock winds now with 6:45 and counting remaining in the fourth quarter. Steelers break the huddle ball on the left hash, moving left to right in front of us, 34-yard line. Thompson, play action pass, looking under duress and now has to throw behind Nichols. Had the screen set up, but that screen was blown up on the penetration as B.J. Green came flying in untouched. I mean, it's one thing to, let the lineman go, but you got to give him a little bit of a push or something there.
And that came interiorly with motion going to the left. That's where you're supposed to be a gap over, as we call it, in the blocking, and somebody missed the assignment. 5 guys on the line of scrimmage there for the Jaguars and able to get penetration, which should not happen in those situations. So Steelers got to do a better job on that play.
3rd and 14 as Thompson gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking, now steps up in the pocket, throws. There's a flag downfield. Hurleman makes the grab. Nice fingertip catch on a low throw down at the 24-yard line. Now, it looks like a hold on Jacksonville, so that'll be an automatic first down for the Steelers.
New set of downs there.
While the quarterback had the ball in the pocket, illegal contact. Defense number 50. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
And that's Branson Combs who gets nabbed for that defensive infraction.
And offense gets a bailout in that one. Live to fight another set of downs there as they matriculate the football down the field. That was clean pocket by the offense on that one, and a great throw and catch from Thompson to Hurleman, but you'll take the first down and a little less yardage.
Absolutely. Ball at the 29-yard line, 6:12 and counting remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hurleman in motion, settles to the right. Now the give to Nichols on the left side. Nichols hesitates, bounces back, now cuts back toward the middle of the field and lunges forward down to about the 27, so he'll pick up a couple. Didn't look like there was much there, but again was able to pick up some positive yardage as we get under 6 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, made a little limoncello out of some sour lemons there in that moment. Everything seemed to be blocked up, but second effort there. Dylan Cook still moving his feet, and Lou Nichols kind of darted behind him back and forth to get some positive yardage.
Ball was just inside the 27-yard line, so sort of a long 2-yard pickup there by Nichols as Thompson breaks the huddle. In the shotgun has Nichols to his left. 2 receivers split to each side of the formation. Here's the snap. Back, lofting right towards the end zone, and brought down, touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. As going up to get that ball, Keyshawn Williams makes the grab. Beautiful throw and great battle-contested grab by Keyshawn Williams.
That was an amazing play. Skylar Thompson blitz on by Jaguars. He's getting a guy right in his face, still not afraid to deliver, lofts it up just enough that Keyshawn Williams can go up and go for what we call a 50-50 ball, snatches it out of the defender's hands and falls into the end zone for another Steelers score.
Ben Saul's on to try the extra point. And this is a big one because the Steelers' lead is currently 8. They would like to make it a 2-score game. Here's the snap, and here's the boot, and that kick is up, and that kick is good. And the Steelers' lead is 31-22 at Everbank Stadium. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Hi, Western Pennsylvania. This is Edgar Snyder. I want to thank you for over 40 years of trusting my law firm. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. If you've been seriously hurt in an accident, you need to talk to a lawyer, even if it's not us. If you do call us, know that you'll have the firm with over 40 years of experience fighting to get the money you deserve. And of course, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Want to win big like a black and gold VIP this football season? Huddle up and register to win the S&T Bank Black and Gold VIP experience. Rush to S&T Bank's East Liberty branch now through August 30th and register to win 4 premium tickets to a regular season game, a stylish limo ride to and from the game, and a $200 restaurant gift card. So what are you waiting for? Make the play and visit S&T Bank at 5817 Penn Avenue in East Liberty to register today. No purchase necessary. See store for details.
At U.S. Steel, we're engineering what's next. High-strength steel for safer, smarter cars, precision products for resilient, sustainable homes, innovative alloys powering clean energy and advanced construction. The transformation of U.S. Steel continues as we focus on delivering visionary steel solutions that serve customers and communities along with people and the planet. Together, we're building stronger next-generation steels right here in the U.S., mined, melted, and made in the USA. To learn more about the future of steel, visit ussteel.com.
What is life-changing medicine? Is it returning to the playing field or your favorite hiking path after an injury? Or running with your grandkids after a joint replacement? At UPMC, life-changing medicine is all those things. Through innovative research, rehabilitation, and advanced surgical procedures, our experts get you back to what you love doing. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives, life-changing medicine.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
And back at Everbank Stadium, Ben Sauls and company getting set to set the ball with 5:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Sauls will kick off. His extra point has given the Steelers a 31-22 lead. Beautiful throw by Skylar Thompson to Keyshawn Williams for the touchdown. And so the Steelers enjoying a 9-point lead, and I'd like the defense to go out there and finish this thing off, Max.
You know what? I'd even be happy enough to see the offense take a knee. Just go ahead, 6 tight diamond action, just to finish it off. It really puts an exclamation point on the game. No more scores by Jacksonville, by the way.
So
that's also what we're looking for.
He sets the ball at the 35-yard line, right in the middle of the field. And again, this formation at the 40-yard line with the dynamic kickoff and the new rule that the guys can be in different zones. Back, remember they had the 2 straight lines, and now offensively you can move guys back a little bit.
Up to 5 yards, I believe.
Yep, to set up. You have to be in different zones to set up.
Cannot be adjacent.
Return.
Can't be directly adjacent. Have to have 1 between the hashes, 2 out, and 2, 1 on either side outside of the hashes in your alignment. I'm sure getting clarification because this is new, so you want to make sure that they're not fudging the rule a little bit, trying to get a clear understanding.
Mike Tomlin wanted a little discussion here with the officials, and now this kick by Sauls sails into the end zone, and so the ball will come out again, part of the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Man, we've enjoyed having your old running mate Ramon Foster on
Big
with us.
Ragu.
Let's head down to the sidelines for more from Ramon.
Man, no doubt, man. It's kind of cool on the sideline, man, watching all these units kind of dap each other up, man, because, again, each offensive unit has put up scores. I'm talking about the 1s, 2s, and the 3s, and that sells a real good sign right there that these guys are gelling a little bit more than I think we thought they were this early in training camp for the first game. So that's very encouraging for the offense right there.
Ramon, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having Ramon on, and he will be on with us throughout the course of the preseason. Seth Hennigan is in at the quarterback position, and he gets a snap and throws out quickly to the right to Quentin Morris. The tight end is wrestled out of bounds around the 41-yard line in the right flat, and a pickup. Well, they're going to give him out to the 42, a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, great job running by him, but this is one of the things when you got a young quarterback in or a guy that's coming in late in the game, a little cold, you want to give him some easy throws to get him comfortable.
And again to Morris, and this time it's Carson Bruner who wraps him up, but enough for a first down, just past the line of scrimmage on the right side of the field out to the 48-yard line, and the chains will move. 4:42 and counting here remaining as the Jaguars playing hurry up here in this fourth quarter. Hennigan gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking. Will throw to LaQuinn Allen out in the right flat. Allen makes a move, but Carson Bruner there to make a good short tackle and keep him in bounds. Clock keeps rolling. Ball at the 47-yard line. So no gain in 2nd and 10.
And on this one, they huddle up, which is crazy because the clock is still going. He did not get out of bounds. Clock is going. Usually you want to keep that hurry-up momentum. You're running a 2-minute style offense here, down 2 scores.
4:05 and counting as Hennigan in the shotgun has Allen to his right. Steelers bring 4. Hennigan back, looking, steps up in the pocket, throws, and it's a dart, and it is complete inside Steelers territory, just to the right of the hash mark, out to the 38-yard line. And a first down. That is Cam Camper on the grab for the Jaguars. They hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 38-yard line of the Steelers. Hennigan back as he gets the snap, looks to the right and throws downfield, and it is dropped. It was hard to see from this angle whether Gerald Porter Jr. got a hand on it or whether Brayboy just simply dropped it. It looked like Brayboy dropped it.
I think Chandler Brayboy dropped it as he got to the line, kind of stopped because he felt like his feet was going to drag him outside, and that is exactly what happened. Worried about his feet, not worried about his hands. And a good stop for the Steelers. 2nd and long still for the Jaguars.
3:37 remaining. Ball on the right hash. Jaguars moving right to left in front of us. Quinn Allen to the left of Hennigan in the shotgun. 3 receivers now to the left after some motion. 1 receiver to the right. Hennigan gets a snap. Quick throw out to the left. And it is complete. And it is McMichael who comes up, makes a stop of Dorian Singer after a pickup of about 4 yards down to the 34.
Yeah, a great job of retracing by Kyler Baugh. Sensing the screen action, he turns and runs straight down the sideline and meets Kyler McMichael there to crunch the receiver for a short gain.
You're absolutely right. It was all Kyler Ball scraping down that line of scrimmage to make the stop. 3:07 and counting remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hennigan breaks the huddle. Has Allen to his right. 3 receivers to his right. 1 Singer moves in motion right to left. So 2 receivers to each side now. Steelers will bring 4. Hennigan back, looking, steps up, throws, and behind Camper, his intended receiver, as Quindell Johnson was in coverage for the Steelers. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Cam didn't camp on that one. He was definitely running full speed before and making almost like a 180-degree turn as Hennigan fired it out there under pressure as he was about to get hit by Welshoff.
Yep, good late pressure by Welshoff, and so now this will bring up a field goal attempt for Little. On 4th down, the ball is going to be spotted at the 42-yard line, so a 52-yard chip shot attempt here for Cam Little, who kicked a 70-yarder earlier. Here's a 52-yarder on the way, and it is good. So Little has kicked 4 field goals, including a 70-yarder, a 40-yarder, a 41-yarder, and a 52-yarder.
Little has come up big. I think that should be the headline for Jacksonville Times-Union tomorrow paper. When you think about it, sputtering on the offense for the Jaguars, but Cam Little has had the biggest play of the night, that 70-yarder massive kick from his side of the field, and it going through and almost being good enough for about probably 2 more yards. He kicked a 72-yarder in practice this week. But once again, great job by the Steelers defense to stop them short of another first down and continuing the clock and forcing Cam Little to kick four plays for this Jaguar squad, and still got a nice 6-point lead here for the Steelers. So what did I say I wanted to do? That's right. I want to see them get to that 2-minute mark with a fresh set of downs, and you can effectively kill this clock and end this game if you're the Steelers. But it has to start at the beginning. You must get positive rush opportunities and keep the ball in play so that clock will keep going.
And here's the boot, and it is going to be taken once again by Deshaun Jameson, and Jameson will head up the middle of the field looking for a little room, finds a sliver, and crosses the 35-yard line, gets out to the 36, stays on his feet, and gets out. Now they're going to mark him at the 36-yard line. Heck of a nice return, once again, by Deshaun Jameson. The Ben Sauls kickoff after the Keyshawn Williams touchdown was the Northwest switch of possession play. Listen to Michelle Michaels Monday for the cue to call in. Tell her the Northwest Bank switch of possession play and win a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of Northwest Bank, the team that brings you expert advice right in your neighborhood. Go to northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. Well, they'll mark the ball at the 35-yard line, right hash, as now Logan Woodside is checked into the game, and Woodside under center will turn and will give to Evan Hull off the left side. And Hull will get out to about the 37-yard line, and the Jaguars will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts at the 2:29 mark here of this fourth quarter.
And for the Jaguars, they used one earlier in the second half, right on that first possession. So that's why they're sitting with 2 left. So it's important for the Steelers. You must make the first down. You got 2 opportunities here to try and make that happen. So you're hoping that this young offensive line can move the ball enough. You have a rookie in there in Gareth Warren. You have a second-year man in Stephen Jones, a rookie in Aiden Williams, Max Sharping, the veteran of that group. And, of course, ending everything off for them is another young guy in Doug Nestor. So a lot of pressure on these guys to keep the ball in the Steelers' possession.
Logan Woodside will drop back into the shotgun formation with the ball at the 37-yard line. 2:29 remaining as he gets the snap and will give to Nichols, and Nichols is bottled up right at the line of scrimmage, heading straight up the middle of the field. And now the Jaguars will use their 3rd and final timeout at the 2:23 mark of the fourth quarter.
And one of the things you're seeing here, this is called gamesmanship, or, obviously knowing your opponent. Logan Woodside only been there 48 hours, and at the end of the game, Jaguars, 6 men on the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Do you think it might be run in those situations? So you wonder what the Steelers are going to dial up here on 3rd down, knowing that you're in a 3rd and long situation. You got to put Logan Woodside in there and figure out what pass play does he feel most comfortable with, even though he has not gained a rapport with this receiving core that's out on the field.
Woodside in the shotgun. He has Lou Nichols to his left. Two receivers split to the right. There's a tight end to the left of the formation. The Jaguars crowding the line of scrimmage. As Woodside gets it, now he's going to keep. As he fakes and then is run down in the left flat. Boy, it looked like he might be able to turn the corner, but instead he is dragged down by Raywan Lane, who is a rookie draft pick of the Jaguars this year, and Lane comes up to make the stop, and that'll get us to the 2-minute warning, brought to you by Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle is proud to bring freshness, quality, and value to Steelers Nation. Visit your neighborhood store or order online with curbside pickup and delivery. With a score, the Steelers 31, the Jaguars 25. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With nearly 900 physicians and 7,300 employees, we are the third largest health system in Western Pennsylvania. We've earned top honors for the quality of our care, including recognition from U.S. News and World Report and Health Grade. We're Independence Health System, comprising Butler, Clarion, Frick, Latrobe, and Westmoreland hospitals. And we're changing the landscape of healthcare in our region by providing low-cost, high-quality care through superb clinical expertise and the latest technology. Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Cam Hayward here. I want to show you my Laurel Highlands. Want to score a big win? Plan a getaway to the Laurel Highlands, a preferred vacation destination of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Watch us put in the work at training camp, then hit the trails, ride the rapids, or explore underground caves. Feeling thirsty? The Laurel Highlands Pour Tour has over 60 craft beverage stops. Got Steeler tickets? Make a weekend with a stay in a treehouse, cabin, or resort. Just a quick drive from the birds. Book now at GoLaurelHighlands.com.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
At Everbank Stadium, the 2-minute warning. Steelers up 31-25. They have the ball at their own 35-yard line. They will be kicking left to right. Cam Johnson. Now, again, we talked about this. This is one of these fierce battles for the punting job. Cam Johnson was brought in last year as a free agent, looked phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. Then got hurt. First game
against the Falcons.
Corliss Waitman came in and did a great job for the Steelers. The net wasn't tremendous, or the average wasn't tremendous, but the net was excellent, 12th in the league. And Corliss banged a 56-yard punt earlier. Johnson had the first punt, kind of an end-over-end job to try to play field position. You would think with the ball at his own 35-yard line that he can cut it loose here, but let's see. Angling back at the 20-yard line as if he's going to kick it to the right. And Johnson will kick a spiraling boot that will drive Irwin back to his 13-yard line and steps out of one tackle and is stood up. Max Hurleman hit him at the 18-yard line, and just that was it. Irwin didn't go an inch further.
I thought the wedge was banned, but that's on kickoff returns. This was the defense. It looked like they ran daisy chain all the way down the field, and they just clotheslined Irwin as he got the football. There was nowhere to go. He stuttered, and smack to end that play. And a long field to drive for this Jacksonville team. No timeouts, 1:49 on the clock. So you expect them to do a 2-minute drill and try and play hurry up down the field.
Ball set at the right hash on that 18-yard line. Hennigan is the quarterback. We'll call the Quinn Allen over. Now we'll settle him in the right slot. Empty set. Hennigan gets the snap. Back to pass. Steelers rushing 4. No pressure. Ball is complete to Quentin Morris over the middle of the field. He's upended there. It is Deshaun Jameson who comes up to make the stop at the 24-yard line. Keep in mind, the Jaguars out of timeouts. 1:35 and counting. They're hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Hennigan gets the snap. Back. Looking. throws short, complete, and Allen is hit by a couple of Steelers. And again, it's Quindell Johnson and also Devin Harper in the stop, but it's enough for a first down at the 29-yard line. Jaguars still trying to hustle up. 1:13 and counting remaining here in the fourth quarter. Snap, Hennigan back, looking over the middle of the field, now checks down to the right, and a short completion and very little gain, as it is Darrell Porter Jr. who comes up to make the stop at the 31-yard line. Looks like some rain starting to come down here at Everbank Stadium. Hennigan gets a snap, back, rolling out to his right, looking at a throw downfield intended for Morris, and Morris a contested catch along the right sideline, out of bounds at the Steelers' 46-yard line. Carson Bruner in tight coverage, but a heck of a catch by Quentin Morris.
Great job there. You got to protect those sidelines if you're the Steelers defenders on the edges.
Hennigan gets a snap, back to pass, looking, now will throw toward the sideline. It is caught, sliding grab. No, it's incomplete. And the clock will stop with 36 seconds remaining.
Crazy enough, though, Rob, this is still in Cam Little's range. Well, let's just point that out.
They need 6, though, so unless they're going to give him extra points for a long kick.
No,
he probably will not be called on here unless they just want to try it for the heck of it. But you would think not at this point of the game.
He's got a 50 and 2 40s on his resume, and that 70.
And a 70-yarder.
So he's done well enough.
Hennigan brings Allen in motion back to him right in the shotgun. 36 seconds remaining. Steelers showing a little bit of pressure. Will they bring it or back off? Snap to Hennigan. Steelers bring 5. Hennigan under pressure, and Hennigan is, able to somehow squirt it out of there. Incredible, as he flips it out to Allen on his way down and is able to come up with a completion.
How did that happen?
That's an amazing play. And the Steelers now offsides. They can't get back. Fehoko had to pick up his helmet. 16 seconds remaining. And Fajoko's not happy that his helmet was ripped off.
Defense number 79. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, Fehoko had his helmet knocked off on the previous play. Had to step back and pick it up. But no sympathy from the officials. We're watching a replay of this play before. Oh, my goodness. It was a no-look pass across his body like a basketball pass.
It was a spinning no look.
He just flipped it over.
Listen, Magic Johnson is jealous of that play.
In the old days, that might have been in the grass, but he got it out of there. Now 16 seconds remaining, ball at the 30-yard line. What's left of this Jaguars crowd is cheering, but there's a lot of terrible towels swirling here, exhorting the defense on. Hennigan rolls out to his right, looking downfield. He's going to keep and dash toward the sideline, out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe they'll give him a yard down to the 29. And there is 9 seconds left, and that's where the Jaguars will have the ball. So it looks like he actually had the ball spotted at the 35, so he picks up about 6 down to the 29. First down really sort of irrelevant at this point. 9 seconds left with the ball at the 29, set on the right hash. Steelers up 31-25.
At least 1, maybe 2 throws at the end zone, you think, Rob?
Yep, that's
about
about
how fast they can get this ball off.
And they either have to get out of bounds or in the end zone. Steelers showing some pressure. They'll bring 4. Hennigan quickly throws to the sideline, and a good sure tackle by Darrell Porter Jr. on Pancol, and that will end the game. Tried to get it to the sideline, but Darrell Porter Jr. had other ideas, and the Steelers win the preseason opener by the final score of 31-25. Brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Stay tuned for Steelers' first reaction and the Mike Tomlin postgame press conference. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Calusi Chevrolet, serving the Pittsburgh area for over 106 years. By Always Safe Flagging and Traffic Control, making traffic safe again. Call 412-301-2300 or visit us online at awsafe.net for a quote today. By Bordis & Bordis, fighting for justice. By Caliente Pizza and Draft House, 7-time World Pizza Champions. Order today at worldsbestpizza.com. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Gateway Clipper Shuttle Service, the best way to a Steelers game. By South Hills Kia. South Hills Kia has the ride at a price you love. By Confluence Financial, your team for wealth management and proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. ConfluenceFP.com. By Pennsylvania One Call System. Call 811 before you dig. And by Columbia Gas. Programs available to help eligible customers with energy bills. We are here to help.
Preseason opener, the Steelers win 31-25 at Everbank Stadium